Tampa Bay for me, Coach. I'm going to pick the Bucks also. I think.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live watch party with It's in the Blood. I apologize. I've got a little bit of a slow start today. I just, today I took a nap and I feel like crap, but I'm ready and excited for this game. It was a weird day of football, but I enjoyed it. The only bad thing about having 5 days of football is not at every time slot are you going to have a good game. And so for the 1 o'clock games, I didn't have much to work with. And then I obviously slept through the second half of the 4 o'clock games, which is where all the good ones took place for the most part. But it's nice to see you guys. And what's up, Dad? I didn't get to really come back and talk with you very much on the other stream, but that was Audi 5000.
No, got to sit around and discuss a little bit of football going through. Actually was trying to call 2 games at the same time because I couldn't watch one. So I was just trying to keep everybody updated with the Bengals, which is what I wanted to watch. And then we watched Green Bay dominate a game and then get lackadaisical and let Baltimore come right back and almost beat them.
From what I can tell, it was a fun game.
It wasn't bad.
I didn't watch. I followed all of the first half of the Green Bay game. And
Geezer's done with his Titans.
I told him this week, I said, you got to make it past the Steelers first before you can worry about being the tiebreaker over the Chiefs.
You know, the one thing I can say about Green Bay today is they acted like that they were going to win. They thought that they were going to win. They were confident that they were going to win up until the point where they almost lost.
Yeah, I think the North has just played against the other North pretty tough this year. I like the North's going head-to-head, AFC to NFC has been tough matchups. And that's the only reason I even lean towards Baltimore at all. You know, no Lamar Jackson. Everyone's like, why would you even pick them? I'm like, first of all, when you compare Mac Jones to a young Tom Brady, it's like comparing Tyler Huntley to Lamar Jackson, except for they look the same. They are the same. And I think Huntley might even be a better quarterback. But they're the same build, like 100%. When you watch them on the field, if you took the numbers off their jerseys, you wouldn't be able to tell them apart looking at them. You know,
I definitely feel like Huntley today showed everything that Lamar does well, but he did everything with poise.
He's guarded nearly perfect.
You know, I noticed today. I mean, he made a couple bad throws at the end of the game. The one for the 2-point conversion actually cost them the 2-point conversion, but he played an outstanding game for a backup. I mean, absolutely outstanding.
But we got a fun one that I've been waiting for all night, and I just watched the NFL picks, and last time around these two teams met, every single person, including Drew Brees, picked the Bucks. This time around, everybody picked the Bucks, but Drew Brees said, I will not make that mistake again, and went with the Saints. The only man with the brain on that panel right there, because I feel like this game's it's gonna be a lot like that Green Bay Baltimore game, you know, a cat and mouse fight right back and forth. Both of these teams are capable of winning this game. You know, Tampa Bay has no business losing this game, But I think the Saints also have no business winning this game, but I still think they will. It's going to be a fun game. I'm trying to get myself working through the motions of waking up and trying to see if it's just the I just woke up feel like crap. I don't think it is. I think I just feel like crap, but like I'm trying to push through it and get myself hyped up. Tom Brady Tom Brady and the Buccaneers and Green Bay and the Packers. They're the only two teams still undefeated at home. After today, Green Bay will be the only undefeated team at home this season. I am confident in that. Taysom Hill is looking better. Alvin Kamara is a stud. Mark Ingram is back. Look, those are the only three guys they truly need to win this game. They've got the defense. Look, if you guys play just defense, you take the Saints because I think they have the better current, healthy, everybody on the field right now defense. But in terms of offense, look, obviously the Bucs offense outweighs the Saints offense, but Sean Payton's not there, but something tells me that he's on a phone call inside one of the guys on the sideline, like in his radio, screaming at him, watching it live on TV. Look, I feel like this guy's involved somehow. They're going to feel the power of Sean Payton and understand that they have to win this game, not for them, not for the playoff race, but they got to win this for him. And so these guys are going to be ready. Look, they've played at this field 1,000,001 times. They know what it's like to go there. They know what it's like full stadium. They know what it's like going there to an empty stadium. That doesn't bother them. The Saints have played exceptional, especially every time they start getting their crap together. They were on pace to be doing that with Winston until they played the Bucs and Devin White killed Winston's knee. But that's not going to happen today. Taysom Hill is going to have his mobility. He's getting better as a passer. He knows this offense. Alvin Kamara is going to put this team on his back like he does. And, I think they're going to share the workload, Ingram and Kamara, in the pass and run game. And I feel like this is a reinvented offense you guys are not ready for.
I'm telling you, today's game looks a lot like the game we just watched. It looks like Green Bay and Baltimore. Nobody thought Baltimore with depleted would have a chance, but they have something to play for, and New Orleans has something to play for.
She called the Lions as a winner today. Lions are freaking winners, dude. I don't care what you guys think, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking the Cardinals are frauds and whatever, and based on how they've gotten to where they're at. But I still don't think they're frauds. I still think they're a good team. I just feel like there's a lot of inconsistencies within that team. But I also think that it was possible for the Lions to win like 7 games this year, that they just fell short due to a field goal, or like Justin Tucker kicking a 66-yard field goal. Like, they should have beat the Ravens, and they almost had Minnesota the first time, got them the second time. All these games have been close. They almost beat the Bears on Thanksgiving. The Lions are bad, but they're not like the Houston Texans and Jacksonville Jaguars bad. What they've got that those guys don't have is a coach that cares. Like, deep down, truly cares. And it's too soon to determine with Houston. This guy is new. But Jacksonville, you see what's going on there. And so, like, Dan Campbell is like a heart and soul. Like, this guy, this is what I'm saying about the Saints are going to try to win this game for Sean Payton, because the effect he has leading that team. Look, this is the Dan Campbell effect of the Lions. This is probably not the last game they're going to win this year. And, this is probably not the last game they're going to win under him either. Like, I feel like he's going to – he took a squad of nobodies and beat a squad of everybody's today. And so they're not winners, but I won't call them losers either. I feel like as long as he stays there and keeps pushing forward with this team, I think the potential for them is, endless. You're muted. You're muted.
The term for that is they are improving. Every time they go out, they do something a little better. The only time they really looked bad this year was against the Kitties.
Yeah. I don't even know why that was what it was, because they struggled against the Browns and Steelers and the Ravens. I mean, they almost beat all three of those teams, but they did struggle. And so I don't know why. I think that the Bengals just had a wild hair up their ass that day and pounded it to them. But they're a very capable team. And if they can keep the good pieces they have and just continue to build with that, look, they're not going to be the losing number one draft pick for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I really think that no matter what they have as a roster next year, they're going to play competitive football. I don't care who they get or who they lose. They're going to be competitive because Dan Campbell's that type of coach. He's going to find guys to play the game.
And I just feel like these guys want to play for him. Like, as the season has progressed, yeah, they lost like 11 games in a row, 12 games in a row, whatever. But these guys care. Like they're defeated, but they're happy to be playing for this guy. And that just shows the immediate impact he's already made. I was inspired the day I saw that man crying at a press conference. Like, seriously, that just changed my whole perspective on all of that.
Nathan, I want to see the St. Louis Rams versus the LA Rams. You and me both, brother.
That wouldn't be a bad game. A win is a win. Facts. Jags need to sell their team to St. Louis. Hey, that wouldn't be too bad. They don't need 3 teams in Florida.
Yeah, Tim used the statement, underestimated the Lions. I just think that they felt like they were going to go in there. They were going to cruise to a win today and didn't have to do nothing to earn it.
Yeah, and as much as they don't realize it, and maybe they do, they kind of had to have that win. And, they blew it. They truly blew it.
Well, they went from 1 to 4 and seeding.
Yeah, that's actually, I think the Rams with a win tomorrow or win
I don't know
Tuesday,
what they are then, but I know that
a win Tuesday, they'll take over the Cardinal spot in the West.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, that's nuts.
But to kick off this game, it looks like Tampa Bay is going to be kicking first. But if the Saints win, they will be in the 3rd wild card spot. They'll finally be back relevant again with this. I think a win here, they will win out the season. I wonder if the Lions can win out. I honestly think it's possible. I know they end with Green Bay, and it just depends on if Green Bay locks up the number 1 seed, how that game's going to go, honestly.
Yeah, well, enjoy your game call. I'm going to be around if you need something. It's getting ready to start. I gotta take my face off here, or I'm gonna bust up your call. So,
alrighty. Well, the first kickoff is up from, I believe his name's Bradley Pinion, and we're starting this game with a touchback. Sean Payton's out. Yeah, I think that's a huge thing, but I feel like most of Sean Payton's guys on the sideline can do a good enough job. All right, I am very, very excited for this game. Make sure you vote in the poll. I'll leave it up for a while because I put it up late. They start in the air. Taysom Hill finds Marquez Callaway. I know I've done a couple Saints games, and I feel like I should know all these guys. But the thing about the Saints team is, other than their running backs, I don't think they have very many names. And so I'm still learning. They're young and names I don't know. He's number 1, Marquez Callaway, to start it off. He didn't really have anything there. He got 8 yards on that. What's up, Jalakana? Go Saints, absolutely. And now they go to the ground with Kamara. He gets a first down and a good gain after the first down. This is the key to success. Being able to get 5-6 yard passes and being able to run the ball. Like, that's all they have to do to win. I think the run the ball part, if they're able to do that, they can win, because not everybody can run the ball against the Bucs team. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 41 here. Buffalo got a big win, some momentum back. Won't be shocked to see them beat the Pats next week. I think they'll beat the Pats next week. I picked the Patriots in Buffalo, but I also went ahead and pre-picked Buffalo in New England. All right, so the next play was up, and it looks like he just threw it away, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. You can't start 3 and out. Well, they already didn't start 3 and out, so they got a good start. They went from the 25 to the 41. So this is improvement from, the last couple games. They go back to the ground and they don't get anything. That looks like Ingram. It's confusing because Kamara is 41 and Ingram's 14, and I don't like that. But that was Ingram, so it's going to be 3rd and long here. A first down in the first couple of plays is great. Yeah, but I do agree with you, Nathan. I think that Buffalo they're able to get momentum here, and they need to hang on to that because it's like this AFC is tight. Nobody can lose if they want to stay in. All right, so this will be 3rd and 11. This will be their first biggest challenge of the game. If they can get there, I feel like they can consider 4-down territory if they get down to 2, but they're going to burn a timeout right away. And so, I respected an early timeout because the thing about starting games, one, this is a big deal for both of these teams because Tampa Bay is trying to get that number 1 spot. The Saints are trying to get in. There's a lot of pressure for the Saints going into this game, especially missing your head coach. Take your time and don't make early mistakes. So I think the early timeout is okay for this team that are not 100% there, but they're pulling together at the right time. So take your time. You don't want to rush right at the beginning of the game because that can lead to early turnovers and burying yourself before the game starts. So hopefully that one doesn't turn around and bite them. This is going to be a tough play for him. 3rd and 11. He's getting rushed. He's flushing out right, and it looks like he threw it away. So 4th and 11. Look, I would rather him done that than, like I said, throw a pick, fumble the ball, take a sack, take a loss. Poofy hair, no beanie. What is this? Look, puppet. What's up, my guy, first of all? And second of all, I just woke up, and so I'm thankful my hair still looks like it did when I was at work earlier because I was sleeping hard. I did bring a beanie just in case you came in here and was like, I want it. But I was impressed with the composure of my hair once I woke up, so I'm leaving it. So the punt was up, and he only gets about to the 21 or 22. He kind of slips right there. And so TB12 takes the field. I hate that he's always played for a team that's got cool jerseys because, the Patriots have got some cool jerseys, and the Bucs, that gray added into it. I do enjoy, the color schemes for these. Speaking of the Bills, because Nathan's talking about them, the red jerseys they wear today, I also absolutely love them. I've been really impressed with Gabe Davis. I feel like, okay, so yeah, exactly what you said. I feel like I've watched a lot of Bills the last couple weeks, and I've noticed that, they've kind of taken Stephon Diggs a little bit away, and so that's opened up Gabriel Davis, and, I'm right there with you. I feel like he's been a very key role player. Alex, did you get something to eat this time? No, I didn't. I woke up stream was supposed to start at 8:10. I think I woke up at 7:47, and I had to make sure my dogs got to go use the bathroom. And I called Dad because I had to know how the Bengals game ended. And so you see where my priorities lie there. But I did not have time. I was barely awake 5 minutes before the stream started. But honestly, I've got Dad, hanging out, watching the game right below me in the stream. So if I need him for anything, I know he'll hop in here and cover for me for a few minutes. So I might end up running real fast and grabbing something at halftime or something if I need to. I love the Bills jersey. Yeah, I like the red, white, and the blue ones. I have a white one and I have a blue one. I don't have a red one, but there's a lot of jerseys I like. I told Dad, I don't know if it was on the stream earlier or what, but the Ravens jerseys they wore, the color in the numbers made the purple look like those old red Pro Bowl jerseys just as purple instead. But they do look nice. There's a lot of teams with some nice jerseys out there. I like the Chargers dark blue. The orange jerseys for Miami and for the Bucs are two of my favorite jerseys of all time. When I play Madden, if I ever play as either of those teams, that's always the jerseys I use. So happy the Bengals won. I was on the edge of my seat. Yeah, I missed most of the second half, but I was very happy to wake up. I didn't miss any scoring, though. When I fell asleep, it was 15-10. But I was happy that the defense held strong. All right. Brady throws it to the air, and it's picked off. First play of the drive, and it's a live ball because no one touched him, so he's bringing it back. That's how you start a game. Yeah, that's what they need right here. This will get their offense fired up, especially if they can convert into 7. Okay, so he was down by contact, but we don't care about that. First play of Tom Brady's day. Round of applause, everybody, for Tom Brady making the first mistake today. That was Marshawn Lattimore with the grab. Yes, Tim, I know you're here for it. I'm here for it. They're gonna rule that an incomplete pass. So it looked like a interception for in real time, but when they slow it down, you can tell. But we got to keep that energy. Marshawn Lattimore's got to keep that energy. All right, 2nd and 10. He goes back to the air. He completes it this time to Leonard Fournette to the 25, and it's going to be about 3rd and 5 here. All right, we got excited for nothing, but I'm okay with that. His worst games since 2020 have been against the Saints, so we can deal with that. Third and 5 here. The rush is coming. He tosses it to Leonard Fournette. That is an easy first down because, that man is good in any kind of space. So it was just a little dump down to the left to Leonard Fournette. They only need 5 yards. I mean, the only way they were going to stop him if maybe he needed 8 yards. It's starting already. Hey, we're not giving up yet. It's all good. Okay, so next he goes to the air to Godwin and gets it for about 7, it looked like. So that's going to be 2nd and short here. Brady is the undisputed check down king. Yes, and Mac Jones is his kid that's following his footsteps. 2nd and 3 here. They have yet to run the football. He throws a very similar pass, but to the other side of the field, kind of lobs it to Leonard Fournette. He does not get the first down, but it's because he was unable to catch it as easily as the last time. So this is going to be 3rd and short. I think we might see our first run from the Bucs here because I'm surprised they haven't run. I feel like this was like the Colts starting out against the Patriots yesterday. No, they're not going to run the ball. He goes right to the exact same play to Leonard Fournette, and the ball came out, but it bounced out of bounds. Either way, that's a 4th down. I don't think they're going to push the matter and go for it because they won't even run the football. But I think every single play went to Leonard Fournette in that series other than one pass in the middle to Godwin. All right, so 4th down and 2. Bradley Pinion's on the field to kick it off. They've got I didn't catch his first name, Winston, but he calls a fair catch at about the 18-yard line. 10:06 left in the first. We're 5 minutes through the game. No score, but I already feel like this is going to be like an interesting game. I can't believe they ran. I don't even know how many plays they ran, but they had like 2 first downs. So at least 3, 4, 5 plays. And they basically ran the same play over and over and over again. Just they kept flipping sides of the field. Like, that's a weird approach for this Tampa Bay offense that has all the weapons that they do. Plus the run game. They utilized their running back in the pass game, and I don't know, like they didn't run the ball at all. I made the mistake of starting Kyler over Stafford. I completely understand why you would have done that. And realistically, that should have been the probably the better option. But yeah, that was a rough outing for Kyler. Also, tomorrow we have the Raiders and Browns game, which I work until 7:30, so I will not be able to be involved with that one on here. But it will be a good game to watch, and then I think the Raiders might take this game, despite who comes back and who is in and out for whatever team. I know that Raiders are out Waller, but I think the Raiders will take that. And then the Monday night game is the NFC North battle between the Vikings and the Bears. And I feel like the Bears are going to take this one for some reason. And if you want to recap on the picks that we've made for the week, we did post a video last night. And I know it was late, but we hadn't had a lot of time this week. But we did post a video making all our picks. I made some ridiculous picks. I went for the upset in most games this week. But you can check that out. Damn, I just watched Brady till 4th down. LOL, they trying. What's up, Eddie? I can live with Brady's pass. The Saints are going to be honing in on him. Yeah, I mean, eventually, if you're going to refuse to go to your run game, something's going to happen. I mean, you almost threw that pick on the first play. And so I don't know. It's a weird start for the Bucs. Like, I'm content with the offensive start for the Saints' first drive, whatever. But it was a weird start for the Bucs. All right, so from the 19, Taysom goes straight to the air, hits Traquan Smith, and he was really close to the first down. Raiders coming to eat them pumpkins since the NFL siding with them. I don't know why the NFL would ever side with the Browns, but isn't like a member of their team on the NFLPA or something? I feel like I heard that yesterday. But yeah, I would never understand that. But I think this is going to be like a good game for the Raiders. All right, so it's going to be 2nd and 1 after that completion. He did fumble the ball, but it had went out of bounds. They go to Kamara. He gets a cut, gets the first down, moves the chains. 1st and 10. 9.5 left in the first. So Taysom Hill's wearing a splint on his middle finger again. So we're going to have to keep an eye on the way he throws because it looks like it can make the ball like slip a little. How about them Bengals? Yeah, it was a great defensive game. I fell asleep during the first half or during the second half because I feel like crap. It was a rough game. I hope Teddy Bridgewater is okay. I know he had to be taken to a hospital. They go back to the ground with Kamara, and it's going to be 2nd down. And so I hope Teddy's okay. I feel bad for him. He's gotten the crap kicked out of him this season. But, yeah, I'm glad that J.C. Treader, yeah, that's the guy. I'm happy with how the Bengals defense stood tall, even missing like some key guys with Awuzie and Wilson. 2nd and 13 here. Throws to Kamara, gets some ground back, and so it's going to be 3rd and 5-ish. Yeah, I think the Bengals are going to be fine since they won this game. They're going to have to win out, basically, unless some of the teams above them start slipping. Because, like, I know they're in the number 4 seed at the moment. With a Cleveland loss, they will stay there. But, okay, it's going to be 3rd and 6. But I feel like they need to win because it's too tight of a race right now. All right, so Taysom Hill loads up deep to Callaway. He caught it, and he's down all the way near the 20-yard line. We were just talking about his ability to throw. I just thought he wasn't going to throw any like deeper passes this game, but what a nice completion down the middle. What a dime. Beautiful throw. Yeah, that I'm impressed because the way he's said that that would affect his finger. I didn't know that he was even capable of throwing like that far, I guess I should say, and accurately. That is a good way to get this offense rolling. They're at least in field goal range at minimum. They have to score points on this drive, being they got to stop on the Bucks' first drive. So they go to the ground game with Alvin Kamara, and he gets down inside the 20. Nice. Yeah, that was a dime. What a throw and an even better catch, honestly. The defender was right on his heels. All right, 2nd and 5 here. Inside the 20. As long as this Saints team can stay calm and not get flustered, I think they're going to be okay. So they went with Ingram, and they went to run the ball, and he got stuffed up. I think it's going to be about a loss of 1. So third and a little bit longer now. Still manageable 3rd down, still in field goal range. I feel like they got to just keep being consistent and, keep pushing. Don't give up and not get discouraged at any point in this game because, that's kind of the thing that, okay, it's going to be 3rd and 7 that the Bucks will feed on. Digging the Ocho Cinco, not Eifert jersey. Now, today is definitely Eifert, but I do have an Ocho Cinco jersey and a Chad Johnson jersey. So this will be 4th and 7, so it went in and out of his hands. Okay, well, I don't know what I was watching for, Tim, but I didn't see it. But they're going to kick a 39-yard field goal. And that curves inward and puts up 3. So, Saints strike first. It's going to be commercial break. And then we will see TB12 again. I'm really confused about this Tampa Bay offense. So, as much as I don't really, like them that much, I'm curious to see their approach to the second drive. Like, are they psyching themselves out right now? Like, I'm not sure. But this could be one of those things. They're like, oh, they don't have their head coach. It could be like Arizona going to Detroit, like, we're just going to roll over them. No big deal. I mean, I can't speculate because I do not know where the Buccaneers are at this point in time. But, like, I don't know. It's like it feels like they're either psyching themselves out or getting disappointed. Who has a okay, I see what you mean now, Tim. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm watching him staying in the pocket a little bit longer, though. I do enjoy his running, and I hope we do see that in this game because he's very effective in the run game. But, like, I enjoy the ability, the mental of him to be able to stand in the pocket and make a decent throw, especially with a banged up finger. I'm happy with the 3 points for the Saints. It could be like other teams who don't know how to just take the points. And I'm looking at Harbaugh, and I'm looking at Brandon Staley. Sometimes you just need to learn how to take the points. Is it raining in Tampa? Let me look that up. That is weather for the Bucks game. If this is correct, it says mostly sunny. Oh, there it is. Now it says it's 72. It's supposed to rain there tomorrow. Mostly cloudy. Very light wind. Between 66 and 72. So I feel like it's not going to be that big of a factor. But what's up, Obi? I didn't even click. It didn't even click when you said the Ocho Cinco thing, but it's nice to see you. So they kick it off, and he does decide to bring it out, and he doesn't make it back to the 20. I think it's like I like the jerseys, like the red and even the white and gray, but I like the gray pants a lot too, and so I felt like I like the gray on gray the best. Tristan Wirfs was like the best pick they could have possibly gotten last year in the draft. All right, so they go to the air for the first play of the game. Tom Brady's hit as he thrown, and Godwin drops it. So 2nd and 10 to start their drive. I can't believe they went straight to the pass. Like, I don't know what's going on. And you can't say something's wrong with their run game because they're throwing the ball mostly to Leonard Fournette. So he's on the field. He's playing. I know Giovanni Bernard is not playing. I don't know if it's illness or injury or what. That's the only running back I know that's not active. 2nd and 10, they got Leonard Fournette out wide. He lobs one deep to Godwin, and he gets down to about the 38-yard line. It was, I say deep, but I feel like it was more like just a floater that looked like it was going far, but it just it hung in the air for a while. Still think the Bengals have the best uniforms. I've always dug the helmets. Like there's sometimes I look at some of the older ones and I'm like, but deep down, I love all of them. I do really enjoy their new ones. I need to get me one. Pressure's coming. Brady throws it away to Godwin again. So it's going to be a 2nd down. Also, yeah, I didn't acknowledge your comment, but I read it and acknowledged it in my head, Tim. But yeah, Cam Jordan is back, and so I feel like that's pretty big also. They're getting healthy at the right time. 2nd and 5, Brady's looking around. He's getting swallowed up, and he's thrown it. He throws it, and it's incomplete. So their first 10 plays have all been pass plays. I'm just confused. So it's going to be 3rd and 5 here. I can't imagine they'll go to the ground here, but the NFL surprises me more every time I watch it. But I do love the Bengals. I like their helmets. I like their jerseys. They've been trying to push for the white helmets, and I don't know if I like those that much, but I do enjoy it. I love the new black ones and all of them really. New stripes or whatever. 3rd and 5. Brady is swallowed up and smacked into the ground. First sack of the game for Cam Jordan, who we were just talking about. Gets in there, gets the sack. This defense is fired up. Now let's see if they can have a good special teams, convert into, keep that momentum, pass the torch along through all their phases, and capitalize on this. Because it would be nice to have a couple score lead on the Bucs going into halftime. Like they are undefeated at home. They always have these miracle comebacks. New Spider-Man movie was easy 9.9 out of 10. Dude, I've been hearing a lot about that. He takes it from about like the 7-yard line, and he's got a lot of grass in front of him. There we go. That's what I'm saying. Carry the momentum from the defense to the special teams, now to the offense. So they're going to have great start fielding position. Mark Andrews is a top tight end. Look, Mark Andrews is the MVP of the Baltimore Ravens. Like, Lamar Jackson's good when healthy, and, we learned, like, against the Colts on Monday Night Football that he can throw 400 yards in a game and build a comeback. He can play from behind. There's, like, all of that, but Mark Andrews and Justin Tucker are those guys. Those are your money makers, your point scorers, especially with, like, so many guys on IR for them. I couldn't agree more. Mark Andrews is definitely a top 10. But I'm going to have to check out that new Spider-Man puppet because a lot of people I've been seeing, like, even on YouTube when I just scroll through, all the community posts are I don't follow any movie people or anything like that, but all the community posts are about this Spider-Man movie, and, like, any social media I get on, that's what they're talking about right now, so I'm gonna have to get in there. Wish it were a bit longer, though. That's why Mission Jordan, he's the pressure guy. Yeah, he I don't think he was there the last time they played the Bucks, because I'm pretty sure I don't know. I don't know if I did a play-by-play. I don't think I did play-by-play for that, but I remember watching it, and I don't know if he was there, because he's missed some time this season. You like Marvel or DC more? I definitely like Marvel more, but I do like the Green Arrow, the Flash, like guys like that, like not like Superman and Batman. Like I don't care so much for like the top guys, but I'm definitely more of a Marvel person. Yeah, he was on the last sack last game. Okay, so you're right. Maybe I was thinking of a different game. Maybe I was thinking of a game that I did do a play-by-play for, maybe like the Bills game or something, the Cowboys game. Because I know he missed some time, but it's been a while since they played each other last, so I can't remember. Pretty sure it was a primetime game. Or at least a 4:05 game, like a 4 o'clock game, whatever. I didn't know that Taysom Hill played for BYU. Well, hopefully he does that again in this game, Tim. All right, there's only 3:48 left in the first quarter. Saints have really good field position here. They're on their own 43, 44. They go to the ground with Ingram. He gets back to the line. Somebody lost a helmet. So it's going to be second down. Look, I think that Mark Ingram hasn't had last few games. That's probably what it was. I feel like he's not having a lot of success running the ball yet, but I feel like he's going to be one of those guys that comes into effect later in this game. Like, they're going to keep pushing, and even though it's not working, they're going to keep pushing it. And I like that, though. They're still going back to him, even though Kamara's the only one had success on the ground. So he got a yard on that, so it's going to be 2nd and 9. But I think he'll eventually be one of those pieces. Taysom's hit as he throws. He gets it to Kamara, and he gets tackled down at the 50-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down. Batman movie looked like it'll be great. Yeah, see, I'm not going to knock on, like, Batman and Superman because, like, I've enjoyed stuff from them. But, like, as a whole, if I had to choose, like, a preference, I would probably lean a little bit more towards Marvel. But I do deep down like both of them. So 3rd and 3 here. This would be a really big conversion if they can get it here on 1st down or on 3rd down. So he steps up. He hits Callaway again, gets the 1st down, moves into Bucks territory down to about the 43. All right, see, that's what they needed. Now they've got 3 more plays to get 10 more yards. Like, take what you got. Don't try to force it. I mean, if you got that deep ball like you hit earlier, that was really nice. But, like, the short stuff is okay too. You're playing against Tom Brady. He's the king of check down. So, like, you're allowed to do that. And so I don't want them to try to force anything. Morbius. I don't know if I heard of that. Okay, here's your Taysom Hill run, Tim, and he gets about 8 yards on that, but there's a flag down. All right, so there's a hold on the offense, and so they're going to be moving back. It was a hold on the tight end. It's going to be a long week. I feel like I'm right there with you. My work schedule's, like, chopped up and, like, flip-flopped and backwards and everything. So between having football, like, every single day and it's Christmas this week and next week's New Year's Eve, which is, a big holiday for working at a casino. And so, like, all of that plus going to work, I don't know. It's like, I'm right there with you, man. But you know what? We're all going to get through this week. It's going to be 1st and 20 as a play action pass. He loads up deep again, and he jumps up there and grabs that. And that was Callaway. Nice. Callaway stepping up. That's what you just said. That was a great play. And Penguin. Did you enjoy like the show since you're talking about those kind of things? Did you enjoy the show Gotham? I'm excited to see a modern take on the Riddler. Like I feel that. That's yeah, Marcus Callaway is already at 88 yards today, but I feel like I'm excited to see new takes on some of these stuff that I watched when I was little. All right, they're on the 20-yard line. He throws it again. It's bobbled up from Kamara. He couldn't bring it in, so it's going to be 2nd and 10. I'm glad that didn't turn into a turnover. But slow it down a little bit. There's 37 seconds left of the first quarter. To shut them down for a whole quarter is good, but they have to make sure they capitalize on being in the red zone here. All I'm saying is, like, they've had a lot of fourth quarter comebacks or, strides mid-games where they've killed teams this year. So he loads it deep, but it didn't look like Kamara was ready. He didn't turn back, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. My 2 male dogs just started their heat cycle yesterday. What is it like for male dogs to be in their heat cycle? Like, I have young female dogs, and so I definitely know what that's like. And I've had male dogs in my life, but they've all been fixed. Yeah, first quarter, 88 yards. Like, he's already set a game, like, high for himself in this game. As soon as I saw that video hyping Brady at the beginning, I knew the Saints were winning this. Dude. Yeah. So he throws it, and he hits Roquan Smith and gets about 8 yards. So it's going to be 4th down. It looks like they're going to go for it. I'm okay if they kick the 3 here. But they still have, like, they can draw this out and let the 4th quarter or their first quarter end and then come back and decide. I haven't really watched Gotham. Not a fan of Batman to watch him as a youngin. I didn't know, like you said, Penguin, and like my first thought is like I only got to watch most of the first season of it. And it's not because I couldn't watch it. It's just like I've got really bad, like I can't stay focused on anything long enough. And so I started it multiple times and just, got started doing something else and then forgot to come back to it. But I just remember, like, I enjoyed how they handled, like, him early in Batman's career. I mean, in his life, not career, but I understand. I was just curious. All right, so that is officially the end of the first quarter, 3-0. A relatively low-scoring affair so far. We'll see if the Saints decide to go for it. I think I am okay with either decision. Taking the points is good, and, teams like the Chargers wish they would have done that early in the game. And the Ravens going for the 2-point conversion, like, just take the point. You got the best kicker in the league, just take the points. But I also like the aggressiveness against the division rivals. So, like, if it doesn't work this time, don't go back to it, like, don't do it anymore. But if they don't get it, they put the Bucs in the same starting field position they've had each of their drives, like beyond or within the 20. Go Saints. I'm right there with you, Jim. We're all with you. Well, at least some of us are with you. I know Tim's a Saints fan, and I know we've got fans of other teams in here, but I feel like a lot of people would prefer the Saints to win this game. I just want a good Hulk movie. MCU ruined him, though. I did not mind, like, the first one, but that was, like, before there was, like, so many movies, and so, like, that was okay for me. But I feel like a good Hulk movie, like the Avengers or whatever, I haven't seen all of them, but, um 'cause I'm really behind on movies the last couple years, I'm not gonna lie, but, uh, I feel like they made the Hulk kind of derpy. Yeah, Packers fans, I feel like, would want the Saints to win this game also to knock the Bucks down and at least seeding a little bit. I'd like to see the Saints go for it. Yeah, see, I'm cool with the aggression here because if it doesn't work, then don't go back to it, later in the game if you get in the situation. They're dumb for doing it, but I understand the logic for doing it. They made him weak. That's what I'm saying. They kind of made him just kind of like like a husky, just derpy. It's a weird look for him. See, I think so too. They don't got the bodies to play full games anymore, so it's the same thing with the Saints. Or not the Saints. The same thing with when they did it against the Steelers is like, they don't think that they'd be able to play another quarter in overtime. So I understand it. All right, so they're gonna take the delay game and kick the field goal. Yeah, they lost a game of it, but John Harbaugh is a statistician and, in terms of his decision making, and he felt he had a greater chance to win by going for 2 than going into overtime. So they kicked the field goal and it's going to be 6-3. They just took the delay game. I thought they were going to burn a timeout and I was like, okay, well, that's kind of dumb. They stick to the delay game, take the field goal. I'm fine with that. Damn right, they lost Packer gang. Brilliant decision. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm fine with not the Packers. I'm fine with the Ravens losing because now, as of right now, they are sitting in the number 1 in the division, and if with the Cleveland loss tomorrow, they'll stay there. And so I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Great answer. So your team can win makes it smart. Yeah, because they're not healthy enough to play 5 quarters a game. I understand why he does it. They almost converted against the Steelers. They just were like 1 second off on that. But yeah, that's the only reason I don't agree with it 2 times in a row, but it's the same logic. They're beaten up. They don't have all the defensive pieces. They're afraid that if they lose the toss, they couldn't win. Okay, so they needed the points, so I'm good with it. Yeah, I mean, it's still a 1-score game, but, being ahead by 3 more points just helps in case, the Bucks put up a 7. It's a very controversial call for Harbaugh, and I understand both ways, but they gotta be careful now. They can slip out of the playoff race completely with another a loss or 2. They gotta play the Bengals again, so they shut Brady down the first quarter. That's a massive win. Oh, we finally get the first run of the game from the Bucks, and it's the beginning of the second quarter. They just get really aggressive, a lot of licking, not want to sit still. Kind of depends on how bad their heat cycle is. Thankfully, normally only last week. Okay, so yeah, I never got to really experience that, so that's why I was curious. My male dogs, all of them I've had have either been fixed when I got them or fixed as soon as I got them, so I never really dealt with that so much. 2nd and 7, Brady throws to Godwin, gets the first down. He's still trying to go on his feet, and he gets brought down another yard or 2 past. Oh, you're okay, Nathan. No worries, but I understand. Hopefully this week, it flies through for you and you get through it and over with it. But I definitely get it. having two female dogs at the same age is really weird for that too. They're not fixed yet. Except for they were running all over that Packers defense. That's true. That is true. I just feel like they were more scared of losing the coin toss than anything and having the Packers be on offense first. All right, throw to the middle to Gronk, but he drops it, which is unusual. Animals are whack. Yeah, the whole animal kingdom, all of them, they're all cool to learn about because they're all weird and different in their own way. Hooday, way to go. Bengals D taking care of business. What's up, Jake? What's up? Yeah, it wasn't an impressive score or anything, and my fantasy team a little bit hurt from it, but I'm okay with it because the defense held tall after missing key pieces. You're out of Ohio. I am not out of Ohio, no, Dakota. My dad and I, he lives in more Kentucky. I live in Indiana. For now, I'll be moving back to Kentucky in a few months. But so we're in the Kentuckiana area. We're pretty close to Ohio, though. But nice of you to join us, Dakota. We do appreciate it. What team, what is your team? I guess I should find a better way to word that. Who do you like in football? So it's going to be 3rd and 9. This could be a huge stop for the Saints. I mean, every stop they get could be a huge stop, but, just a drive after drive, get their defense off the field. All right, 3rd and 9 here. Looks like Fournette in the backfield. Brady throws the middle to... I don't even know who that was, but he got hit. Oh, that was Chris Godwin, and he is hurting. They're just short. I'm in Massachusetts, so the Patriots, but of course I follow the Bucks now. That's fair. At least you're honest about it. Some people that did not look good for Chris Godwin. He got hit below the lower body and then kind of landed on his neck when he flipped. So the Saints got the stop, but they're going to take a timeout for injury because that did not look very good. But it's nice to have you in here. You're not the only Bucks fan that comes in here. I'm sure our number one Bucks fan is probably watching the game right now. But bench Brady, put Gabbert in, give us the gift of Gabbert. What about Kyle Trask? Kyle Trask is not bad. Once he gets a little disciplined, I feel like he'll be all right. Bengals and Jags. Hell yeah. Yeah, we used to go to Kings Island every summer back in the day. Yeah, when I was little, my grandpa used to take me and my siblings and my cousins to Holiday World up in I'm pretty sure it's Santa Claus, Indiana. I never went to Kings Island too much as a kid, but I've been a couple times. I plan to get mine fixed after I move, especially got to get my female dog fixed because when she was 1, she went through a fake pregnancy for some reason. Dogs are so weird, man, but no, I get you. I definitely want to get my dogs fixed after I move as well, just because females in heat is a little messy and gross. And I don't want to deal with it, especially with the mastiffs and how big they are. I don't want to deal with that. So I got you. And everything gets a little easier once your animals are fixed. I feel like they all mellow out a little bit, especially male dogs. Yeah, Godwin, he flipped and just landed straight on his neck. We've had a lot of scary looking injuries this last couple weeks, so we will see. With this weather here now, in Mass is making me wish I was an island boy. Dude, it's definitely probably not as cold here as it is like in the Massachusetts area for sure. But I know when I was leaving work today, I was like, dude, it's freaking cold. So ugh. All right, 4th and 4. The Bucks are gonna punt here, and they're going to go. Godwin's off the field. They're gonna go check him out. So they waved a fair catch at about the 10-yard line, and that's where the Saints will take back over. Man, I'm such a weird warm weather person. Over the summer, we went down to Tampa actually and visited a friend the Bucks fan that comes in here. We went and met him for the first time, and my dad and him went metal detecting. We went like to the Tampa Stadium and everything, and I was like, man, I wish I could live down here because it was just like so nice. Coming back to the Kentuckiana area was just not worth it. All right, so they go back to the run game to start this off. Ingram, he does not get much. Niners and Titans could be a really good game. Yeah, that's this coming Thursday, right? I know it's a primetime game, but I feel like that could end up being a good game. I feel like the Niners got the edge right now, but you never know which Tennessee team's going to show up either. Oh, you met Rob? Yeah, me and Rob, my dad, Shelby, and my sister, we all hung out. We went to the Tampa Stadium and hung out for a couple hours. Him and my dad went metal detecting on the beach. It was a good time. So Hill is getting smothered. He makes it almost back to the line of scrimmage where he goes down. But yeah, Rob's a fun guy. We went back in June, I think. I made him wear a Chiefs hat into the Bucks stadium, and he each did it, and I was like, "That's so weird," but he did. It was funny. So the Colts are looking now at that running back and the way they took care of the Patriots. All right, so he tries to get the ball to Kamara, and it's incomplete. So that's going to be a 3-and-out for the Saints. Yeah, the Colts, Jonathan Taylor's, he's a stud, man. And I mean, well, the thing about that is the Colts were, if it had been anyone other than Carson Wentz, I swear, they would have been fine. But Carson Wentz was trying to give that game back to the Patriots. Patriots probably shouldn't have scored as much as they did the way that the Colts defense itself was playing. But Carson Wentz wanted them to have that game. I wish they would have just taken the ball out of his hands completely. Yeah, I'm learn how to play 4 quarters, man. Your Chiefs look good. Kelsey won me my fantasy week. Kelsey went off. I wouldn't say they look good. They should have lost that game. But that was back to the take the points argument that I've been making all week. Is as much as I'm happy the Chiefs won that game, the Chargers should have. And they should have won by 9. Those 3 field goals was enough to win at that point. But I'm happy with the win. Chiefs are in number 1 right now, and Kelsey looked good. Kelsey and Tyreek really put the team on their back this week. I wouldn't say took care of the Pats. They about pulled the Falcons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Carson Wentz was trying to give that game back to them for no reason. Chiefs are frauds. You guys almost lost to the Jets today. That's the same situation, too. Divisional opponents. Chiefs are not frauds. Chiefs defense has actually been fairly legit. Chiefs offense just has a couple question marks beside it right now. Yeah, luckily Wentz has to hand off now. Yeah, he has to, but sometimes he decides to call an audible at the line, and that's when he threw that interception. He made that decision. I'm like, take him out, bench him, and let that rookie quarterback come in here and just hand the ball off and run the clock. That's all you got to do is just hand it off. It doesn't matter who you hand it off, Hines, Taylor, whichever one. But they're getting good at, like Nathan said, pulling a Falcons, because I thought I was going to actually watch that happen last night. Wentz is a bum. And I'm sorry to any Eagles fans or Colts fans in here. If you guys are in here that like Carson Wentz, he's a bum. I just don't understand. If the Finns knock the Pats out of the playoffs, we may see Bill whoop every person on the Pats team. Dude, that would actually be fantastic. That's like the best possible outcome. I mean, sorry, Dakota, I know you said you're a Pats fan, but like I just feel like that would be the best possible outcome because like everybody wrote off the Dolphins early and like they're making like a comeback with a full head of steam right now. And so it would just be like awesome. Better than Dalton. Nah, dude, I think Andy Dalton is a better quarterback. He's just literally never had an offensive line. Carson Wentz has an offensive line now, and he still is being dumb. Andy Dalton made all of his mistakes because he had less than a whole second to get rid of a football every time it was snapped. And didn't have much of a defense either. You're a Pats fan. They're on a 6-game winning streak. Yeah, they got a full head of steam right now. All right, the Bucs go to the ground with Linney. And he gets about 5 yards. So it's like the second run play of the game for the Bucs. It is a weird day for them. I don't understand, but whatever works. They don't pay me to make Bruce Arians decisions. Okay, so it's gonna be 2nd and 4 here. I thought it was only 5 yards, but he got 6 on that. So they go straight back to the run game. And he gets swallowed up out after about 2. So it's going to be 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 here. There's only 10 minutes left in the second quarter. 10 minutes left in the half, I guess. And I feel like we might see the Bucs go a little more up-tempo. Unless they get a touchdown, like they draw it out and get a touchdown here. They pass to Leonard Fournette for the first down. He has been there, him and Godwin, who's not on the field right now, but have been their entire offense right at the moment. Is like Mike Evans in the doghouse or something? I don't know if he's hurt or not. I'm not sure. It all comes down if the Bills bring that defense next week to put the Pats on the hot seat for the fence. Yeah, see, it'll tighten up if the Bills win next week. All right, 2nd and 10. I missed the pass, but it was an incomplete pass. I feel like, and I said this to like not on YouTube earlier today, that I feel like Leonard Fournette is what James Robinson's career deserves to look like. Put up with the Jags for a couple years, then go to a Super Bowl team. 2nd and 10. Brady throws, hits. It looks like Cameron Brate, the tight end. So it's going to be a 3rd down now. He only gets a couple yards there. All right, 3rd and 4 here. I wasn't sure how close it was because the camera angle was horrible. They got Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Brady's scanning the field, throws up big in the middle. Is that Mike Evans? There he is. I've been waiting to see him. I was like, are they mad at him? Big first down in the middle of the field to Mike Evans. His first catch of the day. I mean, if Urban didn't get fired, Robinson would have got traded in the offseason. That's true. That is completely true. But, like, I don't know. I'm just impressed. He went undrafted and then, put up 1,000 yards his first season. And then to be benched by Urban Meyer. Great catch by Mike Evans. Absolutely. He went up, got that, pulled it down, and held on to it. I think that was the most impressive part of the fact he held on to it because it looked like he could have slipped a little, but great catch overall. They go back to the ground with Fournette, and it's going to be 2nd and long. All right, so the update on Godwin, nothing with his neck. They said it's just his leg. They got it taped up. They need to use Ronald Jones more. Yeah, with Giovanni Bernard out, it was easy. Oh, when he was still in, it was easy to bounce between the three, like with Bernard and third downs or goal line, whatever. But, like, I don't even think I've seen Jones yet. So he targets Gronk in the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 here. But, yeah, I think they need to really balance that out because they're putting a lot on Leonard Fournette the last couple of weeks. And, like, he could get worn down before the season is over if they're only going to use him in the backfield. I don't know how much play Ronald Jones has got this season as a whole. I know he started off rocky, and so they went to mostly Fournette, and then they brought him back in, and I don't know what happened after that. After like week 5 or 6. 3rd and 7. Brady's getting swallowed up, and they finally get him down. That was Cam Jordan again. And that's 4th down. I think they're in field goal range. I started ranting about their running backs, and I don't really know exactly where they are on the field. All right, so it's going to be a 45-yard field goal attempt. I thought they were in field goal range. Ryan Succop's a pretty good kicker, so I feel like this would be money. Oh, and he missed. I was not expecting that. I think I just jinxed him a little bit. Saints win this game. A lot of pressure goes on Washington and Minnesota. Honestly, I don't think Minnesota is going to make it. Washington probably shouldn't, but like between one of those teams, I feel like someone's gonna make a fight. LOL, I know. I feel like I jinxed him. I was just talking so highly of him. So the score is still 6-0. The second quarter is winding down. Saints will take over on a decent field position. I'd like to see the Saints in the playoffs, but I would also like to see Washington, who's on their way to the biggest collapse. Ravens, Cards, or Titans? I would say Ravens and Titans, honestly. Like, I know that they played a good game against Green Bay, but, like, I've been saying it for weeks with all the close games leading up to where they finally started losing. Like, these injuries are catching up with them. These guys are getting tired. They're not used to be playing full games. But the Titans, yes, unless I start getting more pieces back, definitely, because, like, Tannehill needs help. He's not that great of a quarterback. He's a solid average quarterback, but without Henry, he was fine at first, but it's like starting to catch up, and so like he needs more pieces. If they start getting healthier, then they'll be okay, but I think they'll decline until then. And the Cardinals, I really don't think so. I feel like they're probably not going to be seeded as high as they expected to because they didn't take the Lions seriously, but I feel like that was a trap game. Jones, Miller, and OJ are all underused. I forgot about Howard and Scotty Miller. I mean, I didn't forget about Scotty Miller, but that he is underused. Well, Leonard Fournette and Chris Godwin are the only ones getting used so far in this game, so we'll see if they spread it out. I know he's targeted Gronk a couple times. He might have one catch, but I know most of them have been drops. And then Mike Evans got his first catch, and Kramer Brake got a catch. So, like, it's been a weird, I don't know. They've got a lot of pieces in Tampa. But what's up, Crafty? It's good to see you. So this is a QB design run for Taysom. He gets about 8 or 9 here. Titans can rebound by defeating 49ers Thursday night. Yeah, they can definitely rebound if they do that, but I feel like it's going to be, one, I think it'll be a good game, but two, I think it's a tough matchup. Go Bucks. What's up, Fat Magnet guy? I forgot in the magnet and metal detecting community, there's a lot of Bucks fans. Alvin Kamara runs. He kind of ducks through a guy and gets the first down. So 1st and 10. I saw something on Miller a week ago. I have not heard a lot about him. Go down Bucks and Brady. I saw something on. Oh yeah, I already read that. All right, so they're on about the 46-yard line in Saints territory. So, like I said, they were in decent field position to start anyway. They hand it off to Kamara. He literally pushes his own teammate and only gets a yard or two. So, okay, so he was out. That makes sense that he was on IR. I knew early in the season, but a lot of guys had went in and out that I couldn't keep track with all teams, not just the Bucks. And so I didn't know if he ever had came back from early. Just here to say that we're repeating this year. So, yeah, the Bucks are not going to the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody's going to beat Green Bay if Green Bay hosts a playoff game, which they most likely will. I know they choked last year against the Bucks, but that was so stupid. So he throws it, hits Adam Troutman. It's going to be 3rd down. Win this, I'll be scared for what we have to play them next week. You play the Bucks or you play the Saints next week, Luke? No, Bucks losing the playoffs. Yeah, the Bucks will lose in the playoffs somewhere. Dennis Allen is coaching this game. That brings back memories. Not any good. I did see that he was going to be the play caller. Taysom Hill throws in the middle, and it's dropped by Kamara or broken up. So it's going to be 4th and 5. They'll be punting here. There's no way they go for it. But I appreciate you stopping by, Fat Magnet guy. I get a lot of it from Rob, so I understand. So I just got an update from Adam Schefter, and it says Mike Evans doubtful to return due to a hamstring injury. So he only had 1 catch. You'll see, mark my words. All right. I'm hearing you. Bucks D need to play better for the playoffs. Yeah, see, I just don't the offense. I think is fine. I mean, it's been weird today, but that's because it's the Saints. But the Bucks offense is fine. The Bucks defense does not impress me as much as they did last year because they haven't been completely healthy. I think the Chiefs have a better chance of repeating than the Bucks this year. And I'm not even 100% confident on that one yet. I'm going to try to stay confident because I love them, but I'm only saying that as in comparison. I think the Chiefs have a higher percentage chance than the Bucks because I just don't think if the NFC Championship runs through Green Bay again that anyone will beat them. And if we do, it's going to be one of these teams that sneak up through the ranks. I don't know. It's going to be a tough game. Soccer, football, basketball, baseball equal. Is that a trash can? I lost internet. What is happening? Not that much. Mike Evans just got ruled out for the rest of the game, or is doubtful for the rest of the game. Saints just punted. No score change. I mean, that's fine if him and Godwin stay out facing both of them in fantasy. Yeah, because baseball is trash. Well, yeah, I'm a fan of the Reds, so baseball is trash. It's been a tough life being a Reds fan. I wear a Chiefs jersey every Sunday at work, but today I wore a Bengals jersey because the Chiefs played on Thursday, and there's only like 2 weeks of the year. Thursday night football. Sometimes if they play on Mondays, I will, but not usually. And then on the bye week, and so I wore the Bengals jersey today just for the heck of it. And some guy stopped me when I first got there, so like 9:00 in the morning. He's like, I thought you were a Chiefs fan. I was like, yeah, well, I grew up around the Cincinnati area, my dad and everything. So I was like, Chiefs already played this week, so might as well wear a Bengals jersey. And I said, if you think that's bad, watching 16, 17 games a year with the Bengals is not nearly as bad as watching 160 with the Reds. Like, that's miserable. Soccer is a lot of fun to watch. That's the one sport I did play in high school, and I enjoy soccer. I enjoy women's, men's, both. Just because I feel like women are aggressive, but men's soccer. Like I watched all the World Cups. I like there's a soccer stadium that just got built for the Louisville team, pretty close to me, and like I absolutely love them. They're not major league yet, but ever since they put FC Cincinnati, I know that Lou City will be like right behind them because they were kind of like hand in hand. And they just built this massive stadium. So I do like soccer a lot. I like football more, but I like soccer a lot. All right, so the Bucs went to the ground and got a couple with Leonard Fournette. And there's 2:41 left in the second. It's 3rd and 3. The clock's rolling. Saints have 2 timeouts. Tampa Bay still has 3. Brady loads up deep, hits Gronk, and he gets out of bounds for a first down. 2:24 on the clock, stopped. Yeah, I didn't include that. Sorry, Tim. The Bucs are struggling with injuries. That was a nice play by Gronk right there. I love watching baseball and love when St. Louis faces the Reds. I mean, I like it because it's fun and it's always heated. They go to the ground with Leonard Fournette and he gets swallowed up. Where are they? Hi again, Alex. Hi, Shelby. I'm sorry if you said hi and I missed it. Where are they? They're in Tampa Bay tonight. All right, we're on commercial break now. Oh, yard line. Not quite the 50. Or they might have just crossed the 50. I got so distracted that I was like reading these about the baseball and stuff. As soon as we get back from the commercial break, I will. I'll start watching soccer. But only if they get rid of the goalies. Why? The goalies are the best. All right. This page I had loaded up just stopped working. When I lost connection, Evans had just caught his first pass. Yeah, that's the only pass that he's caught, and now he's like doubtful with the hamstring injury. I just thought you were being excuse me. I just thought you were being quiet. I didn't realize you'd lost connection. Games would be much more exciting without goalies. That would be chaos. Complete chaos. Will the Falcons lose next week to the Lions? I mean, it's a high possibility. Like, I truly believe that the Lions could win a lot of their last games. I missed a few minutes. All right. So, yeah, they haven't made it to 50 yet. They're on the 42 and a half, 43-yard line in Bucs territory. I hope the Lions beat the Falcons. I mean, I'd be fine with it. They throw it to Fournette, and it was 2nd and 11 on that play. It's going to be 3rd down. He's going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down. He might have stepped out of bounds a little early. So 3rd and 4, 1:52 left in the half. Fournette is mean. Yeah, I mean, he's a workhorse, man. I think Carolina can be done too. It's definitely possible. But they got to play Tampa Bay twice, so I would be fine if they at least win one of those. 3rd and 4, Brady's got some time in the pocket. He hits. Hey, there's Scotty Miller for the 1st down. I know we were just talking about him. So the Bucs are taking their time getting back to the line. They still got all 3 timeouts. It's under 1:30 left. So they're on the 45-yard line in Saints territory now. There's Ronald Jones for the first time also, and he gets about 6 more yards. 7 more yards maybe. It's going to be 2nd down here. Minute 5 left, 2nd and 4. Well, I feel like they're playing for a field goal right now. I mean, they're just like letting all the clock run down, not in a hurry. So they throw it to Cameron Brate, get the 1st down. And somebody finally took a timeout. I don't think the Saints will take the division. I just want to get the playoffs. Yeah, I don't think they're going to take the division. I feel like they're 6 and 7 right now. I don't know if it's possible. And so Tampa Bay uses their first timeout with 53 seconds left in the half. And I was wondering when it was coming. They were just being so casual. Carolina was done with any playoff hopes about 3 weeks ago. Okay, so the pass to Cameron Brate, they ruled incomplete. Tampa would have to lose out. Saints win out, then the Saints take the division. But I don't see that. Yeah, I mean, Tampa has like the easiest schedule after this week. You know, they play Carolina, the Jets, and Carolina, I think. Okay, 3rd and 4 now with 53 seconds. So they did not take a Tampa timeout because it was an incomplete pass. I guess. I thought they called a timeout, but I guess not. Okay, so they fixed the clock. Saints are Brady's kryptonite. Yeah, Brady's kryptonite and Sean Payton. I mean, the Saints kind of owned the Bucs in the regular season. Saints play Atlanta, Carolina. Man, Carolina's last schedule sucks. They play the Bucs twice and the Saints. I got their schedules right here. I don't know why I'm asking. Like, I can't tell you. But, all right, 3rd and 4 right here. Brady gets chased down, and he's brought down again, but this time by Marcus Davenport. Yeah, the Bucs have Panthers, Jets, Panthers. The Saints have Dolphins, Panthers, Falcons. Matt Rule could be getting fired from Carolina. It's definitely possible. So the Saints use their 2nd timeout here. It's going to be 4th down on Monday Night Football. I feel like that would be a good game. Both these teams are like right in the same place. They could win out, definitely. I mean, I think the Saints is their tallest task. I mean, the Dolphins will be their tallest task. Okay, 4th and 11. So there's 48 seconds left. New Orleans has one timeout, and they're punting here. We need a tie. No way. We need a Saints win. And so they got the punt down in like the 2-yard line. So it's 38 seconds left. I don't know as long as the Saints don't have a turnover right here, they'll be okay if they can just escape to the half. It's been a weird game. They get past the Bucs and Miami should be easy. I don't know about that though, but Miami's got like a good defense, and their offense is finally figuring things out. What in the world's going on with Brady now? I told you this is a weird game. Like as much as I would want a Saints win, I'm confused. And this is how I felt against the Chiefs and Chargers game. Like I wanted the Chiefs to win, but I was confused with the Chargers. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Let's see if they can do anything here because they got 38 seconds and one timeout. This could end up bad, but all right, so they QB sneaked it here to get 4 or 5 yards. Dug himself out of a hole. 7 yards, my bad. I don't know what's going on. This is one of the weirdest games. But yeah, they just put Taysom Hill, hiked the ball, and just the whole team just pushed him forward to dig him out of the end zone. I love that. I mean, he's always been human, Jim. But that was excellent teamwork to get 6 yards right there. All right, 2nd and 4. And they run the ball again with Ingram, and he gets the first down. So that's a decent positive yardage gain for him. I want someone to score again before I go to bed. I don't know if you're going to get that this half unless something crazy happens right here. Looks like they're going to let the clock run out. Yeah, that's halftime. What a weird game, but it's been oddly interesting. Saints are going to wear Tampa's D down. Yeah, if they're able to continue running the football and, like I said, all they need to win this game is short gains and being able to run at least a little bit here and there. Falcons or Giants. I did see something about Pittsburgh, which wouldn't make sense for them to trade, but I don't know what his contract looks like, but I did see something about Huntley to Pittsburgh, and I was like, that would be freaking weird. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens invest in keeping him because he's effective and can play good football for them. He knows their system. He can play all the Lamar Jackson design plays, and so I feel like if the Ravens are smart, they'll invest in him at least a little bit if they can. So this is the first time the Bucs have been shut out in the first half, and the last time it happened was when they played the Saints last year on Sunday Night Football. So that's just crazy how these two teams really are in the regular season a lot of times. But if Huntley were to go somewhere, I'd like to see him go somewhere that he will be utilized with his talent, because I feel like he's a good he's a good quarterback, and I feel like he could probably end up being a good starting quarterback if need be. Sound of Music is on and is more entertaining than this game. I like it. I think it's weird, and I like the mystery of trying to figure out what is going on. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm a little weird, but I feel like it makes it interesting because, like, I have all these questions I can ask myself or you guys, and sit and think about it and just try to, like, pick apart this game, and it makes it fun. Funny. Look at the stats here for the first half so far. Both teams have only had 7 first downs. Brady being shut out. Wow. Go Saints. What's up, go KU? Yeah, it's a weird game. I was really surprised he went undrafted because I was pretty high on him coming out of college. Yeah, I didn't know a whole lot about him just because, like, I'm not a super college person, but, I saw him for the first time last year, the year before, whenever it was, and I was, like, oddly, like, it was just, like, weird, but oddly satisfying, like, watching him play. And so I feel like where he landed was where he was, like, meant to be. I was kind of surprised that the Ravens let McSorley go, and so because, like, I felt like he had potential and he did well, but he tore his ACL or whatever last year, when Lamar was out, and so that's he was out for the rest of the season, but he came back and was on the practice squad, and then now he's with the Cardinals, and so I thought that was strange too. Yeah, both teams have only had 7 first downs. Saints have had 159 total yards. The Bucks have had 124. Like, this game's rather, like, the same. Time of possession, Saints 15-21, Bucks 14-39. Like, Brady's just thrown the ball twice as many times, or twice as many completions. Current playoff standings would have Cincinnati playing at KC in the divisional round. Get your tickets for a KC trip. I've been debating it. Honestly. I just would want them to come here so much more. It would just be so much nicer. But I might still. I haven't decided. But it would be a lot nicer to go to a Chiefs game where, like, I mean, not a Chiefs game per se, but like a playoff game that's full capacity instead of like 12% or whatever it was last year. Because I was like, nice for the experience, but still weird. Wait a minute, I'm watching the Bucks versus Saints. Never mind. Oh yeah, that weird game. I mean, it was like the Bengals game today. The final score was 15-10, and the first 4 scores were field goals, and then Casey will be cold in January. It wasn't too bad last January when I went, but I feel like you're right. It's gonna be colder this year. Because it was like, I don't know, I think like 40 or 50 degrees, something like that when we went, or I can't remember exactly, but the sun was like beating right down on us because it was like a daytime game. And so it was cold, but like I dressed warm and the sun was on me. So I was like, other than my feet like falling off, it was fine. But yeah, I would love to. I just like 8 hours is a long time in the car. And ever since we went to Tampa in June, like, and that drive turned into much longer than it needed to be, I just like dread anywhere over an hour anymore. I'm so glad they didn't lose that game, though, because that would have been freaking embarrassing going to KC for the playoffs for them to lose to the Browns. Like, if it was the Bills and they lost, I wouldn't have been as, like, upset. But, like, no offense, Browns fans, but that would have been embarrassing. Kyler Murray got to be upset right now. Lions, Super Bowl contenders. You right, though. If they could beat the Cardinals, they could be in the playoffs. Let's see. I didn't check this poll. I'll go ahead and end it. 27 votes, 52% said Bucks, 41% said Saints, and 7% said tie. I forgot to vote in the poll, but I'll leave it as your votes. Not let mine skew it. So glad KC's number one seed now, right? Would have hated to play at Tennessee after they got stomped there early in the year. Yeah, I mean, that would seriously be unfortunate. Let me look at Tennessee's schedule for the rest of the year because, like, South Tennessee has 49ers, Dolphins, and Texans. Honestly, like, if the Colts win out and the Titans lose a game or two, it might end up being Indy. Raiders are the only AFC West team to beat the Ravens. Raiders and Chargers the only teams to beat Pittsburgh, KC, and the Chargers the only team to beat the Browns. The Chargers the only AFC West team to beat Cincy right now as well. Yeah, see, when I go to that game, Cincy and KC, I don't even know who's gonna win. Like, if the Chiefs have the number one seed locked up, I won't be as upset if the Bengals win. But if the Bengals need that win to get into the playoffs, then, like, if they win, I can't be that upset because I feel like the Chiefs will be fairly locked into the playoffs at least somewhere. I don't know. I'm torn so hard with that game. Yeah, I don't really want to go back through Tennessee anywhere anytime soon. I don't want the Chiefs to have to play the Patriots because I'm still butthurt about the AFC Championship. And I don't want them to have to play Tennessee because, like, I feel like we always, like, we've beaten Tennessee before in the recent years, but, like, most of the time we lose by something either dumb or what happened this season, and so I don't want to play them. Lamar Jackson's job in jeopardy after baby Lamar's play today. I honestly think so, like, because him and Baker both are on, like, the last year of their 5th-year option for our rookie contract or whatever. And, I think that they'll be willing to keep him because he did win MVP and everything, but it kind of makes things a little bit interesting, like, that they can play that well without him. Because it's like, it's not that, when you play against a new quarterback, you don't really game plan for that quarterback, but they're, like, the same quarterback, so I don't really feel like that's any different. I don't know. I've been thinking about that a lot. Both Lamar and Baker both. It's like all of a sudden got like 10 degrees in here. I'm freezing. We should only have a couple more minutes until the second half. Baby Lamar would be a lot cheaper. That's true. And I think, honestly, right now he's playing better. like the pass game, he's playing better. I'm not saying Lamar's not capable of throwing the ball. He is, and he can do it well, but he did throw 4 picks against the Browns. And if the Browns offense wasn't just complete awful at that point in time, they would have lost too. And so, like, I don't know. I feel like Lamar is becoming, like, there's a lot of question marks every week that just keep getting bigger and bigger. It's really no less than 60 degrees, though, isn't it, in Kentucky right now? It's like, let's see. Showing 29 right now. It's freaking cold. I think the high here today was only in the 40s, so it was never like that warm. But I'm freaking cold. I'm small, and cold just tears me up. I would rather be 100 degrees than below 60. Can't wait for Buffalo in New England next week. Buffalo can retake the division lead. I really do think Buffalo will probably win that. So Chris Godwin and Mike Evans both ruled out for the rest of tonight. So we're going to see a lot of more of Leonard Fournette, Gronk, Miller, Brait. That's cold for Kentucky. I mean, I feel like, honestly, I could wake up tomorrow and it'll be 70 degrees and then wake up the next day and we'll have a foot of snow. It literally makes no sense here ever. All right, so kicked off, the Bucs received, and he's coming back, and he gets tripped up, and he almost makes it to the 30. If he hadn't tripped up, he had a long way ahead of him. But the receiving team, the Bucs, got hit with a hold. All right. I don't know. The Kentucky-Indiana weather seriously is like bipolar. Brady overdue for a pick 6 in this game. That's what I was thinking. Right now would be a great time. It'd be. I'm just kidding. Not yet. But they're gonna go to the ground with Fournette, and he gets about 8 yards, and he's almost not taken down. Did I miss anything at halftime here? No, not really. Chris Godwin and Mike Evans both are ruled out for the rest of the game. Bucs have the ball now. We just kicked off, and there was a hold, but not too much really. 2nd and 4. They got Fournette in the backfield with them. Cameron Brate in motion. He tosses it over to Fournette. He gets the first down. That's that play of the game that was like at the beginning of the game. I was like, that's like almost guaranteed if it's like 5 or less yards. You toss to Fournette right there on the edge. Florida is Arizona for hot weather. What you choose? Probably, oh gosh. I would take Florida because I feel like, isn't Arizona like hot and mostly like dry all the time? I haven't been to Arizona much in my life, so I'm not sure. 1st and 10 from the 25. They hand it off to Fournette, and he gets about 4. So it's going to be about 2nd and 6 here. Bucs 21 to Saints 17. I don't know. Too soon to tell. Let's see what they do with this offense. If they can keep running the ball, then they might, be able to put up 21. But this has been a weird game. I don't know if that many points will be scored as a whole. 2nd and 7. Toss to Ronald Jones, and he's out of bounds. So it's going to be 3rd and short. It's definitely possible, though, Dakota. Definitely possible. It gets cold at night in Arizona. With all these NFL players getting COVID, I worry about Mahomes getting it. I mean, I've been fortunate that, like, the Chiefs, like, really haven't been touched all too much. They did have, like, Jones and stuff out, and that sucked. You could definitely tell. You noticed that him and Gay and Snead were not in that lineup on Thursday. But yeah, it's been rough. Brady takes his shot deep and overthrows Jalen Darden. I keep forgetting about him. He's wearing the number 1. Might get 65 or 70 yards at the most. I don't know. Yeah, I think the Saints D is stood tall. As long as they can keep it up in the second half, I don't think so either. Brady's punching the ground. 4th and 2, they punt here. And Winston caught it on the run. And he's met and brought down at the 32-yard line. Dude, it must be real humid there because them boys are sweating hard. Because when I looked it up earlier, it said it was like 66 to 72 areas. So it's not like super hot. So it's got to be like humid, really humid there. I don't know. Like you said, Tim, I think the Saints defense have played a really tough game, and which is what they need here, especially against an opponent like this. Brady is stuck on his end of the field. Yeah, he's frustrated. Like, I don't know if they've had more than 1 or 2 plays in Saints territory, if any, this game so far, and he's just not used to it. He'll find a way to get down there at some point in this game. Like, I don't think they're going to shut him out this whole game. Something, you always know is he'll get something, even if it's not enough to win. Like, he's gonna get something. But a complete shutdown. I mean, honestly, this could really. I talked about this a little bit. I feel like a big loss, like a bad loss here, could really shift the momentum for the Bucs. I know they have a very, I don't even want to say easy, but a favorable schedule for the last 3 weeks. And so, like, I feel like you get in their heads with this game, it could make those next 3 games really tricky because, one, the Jets are home wreckers. They're just going to be coming out here and beat teams that need to keep winning. And then the Panthers, at this point, they've got nothing to lose. And, realistically, the Bucs should blow them out twice. But I feel like somehow it's a divisional game. At least one of those games, they will make things interesting. I really hope so. Yeah, I mean, I do too. Saints low-key gonna break Drew's heart if they don't score on this drive. Can't say 6-0. I hope the Jets wreck the Bucs, dude. That would be so much. That would just be funny, like, honestly. But, I mean, they did it to Tennessee. But the Jets, the Lions, the Falcons, all those teams, like, this is like home wrecking season. Like, I feel like they're gonna win games. They probably shouldn't, just to mess with everybody and create more chaos. This could do a whole lot for the Saints. They haven't held anyone to first half points for a good while. Yeah, they struggled a little bit. Who wins, Lions or Jets? Lions, right? I would say so. But, the Jets played a really good game against Miami this week or yesterday, today, whatever. And, like, I feel like the Miami defense is, in my opinion, better than, like, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't say that. So they try to do another QB draw plays, and it's going to be 3rd down here. But I'll say the Lions, but I feel like it depends on what day, like, of the week, because the Jets can be capable too, like, for no reason. Well, we saw what Detroit did to Arizona, so the Jets could surprise. Yeah, see, like I'm not ruling anything stupid to happen out in the last 3 weeks. 3rd and 8 here is a big 3rd down for the Saints. And Taysom Hill throws it just a little bit short to Callaway under pressure, 4th and 8. So the Bucs defense stands tall here. I heard that they'll only now test vaccinated players if they show symptoms. I bet there'll be a lot of players who don't show any symptoms. Yeah, see, I just feel like as much as like I don't want this thing to spread anymore and whatever, so they punt. The punt is up, and he catches it at the 20, and he only gets another yard or 2, and he's slugging backwards. But I just feel like they should have never like changed the testing rules for vaccinated and unvaccinated. I think they should have just left it consistent. Because like, not everybody's gonna show symptoms. If you want to be fair about it, just do everything the same as you did it last year. Test everybody every day or however they did it, and like just that be it. But I did hear something on the Pat McAfee show about that only if they show symptoms, and so I was like, I don't know about it. Yeah, I'm excited for the Christmas doubleheader. The Browns and Packers and Cardinals and Colts. I feel like that's a good slate of holiday games. All right. As soon as we get back from this commercial break, we can start moving forward again. I just feel like the level of frustration from Tom Brady, is that gonna cause like him to play better or him to play better, like go or play worse going forth in the rest of this game? Oh yeah, Cardinals and Colts will be fun. Cardinals got to figure out a way to stop Taylor. Yeah, definitely. Like the Colts defense is on fire right now. Literally fall asleep watching this game. Hopefully they start picking up. I mean, I'm right there with you. I do not feel like 100% by any means. And, I already committed to this game, or I would have just. I went to sleep after halftime of the Bengals game. I woke up at 7:47, and I was like, I might just like go back to sleep. But I was like, no, I committed to coming in here, so here I am. I'm gonna make it through it. Big game they could lose the division. He's gonna melt down. I mean, that's totally a possibility. Cause like he was punching the ground, man. Like you see him visibly upset on the sidelines and stuff, but you don't usually see him like, unless it gets really bad, him act like that on the field. Yeah, Cam Jordan's important right here. So they're gonna be starting on the 22-yard line. The Bucs. There's OJ Howard in motion. They hand it off to Leonard Fournette. He gets a gap and gets spun in the air and makes it down to the 30. It's going to be 2nd and short. The one reason why Raiders fans are pissed is because last year our O-line was gone the week we had the Bucs game, and DM pushed back and said the NFL pushed the game up. Man, I can literally not make my brain go back that far, but I believe that something stupid like that actually happened, because like I feel like I saw a lot of stupid last year too with all of this. What's up, Jeff? Tantrums are coming. I mean, maybe 2nd and 2. They tossed it to Ronald Jones, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage, but he manages to get another yard, so it's gonna be 3rd and short here. 10 minutes left in the 3rd. Brady mad because his check downs aren't available. You right though, Luke. All right, 3rd and 2 coming up. There's been a lot of hard tackles in this game. That was a pretty hard hit on Ronald Jones. 3rd and 2, Fournette's in the backfield. Brady drops back, pressure's coming. He loads up in the middle. Gronk almost makes an incredible one-handed catch. But he couldn't bring it down, so it's going to be 4th and 2. Brady has no words this time. Sack time, not yet. No sacks on this drive. I don't think they're going to go for it here, and they're deep in their own territory. But you can tell, like, Brady, it's like building up under his skin. So he catches the punt from the 28. He makes it to the 35, about 36, and there's a flag on the field. Bench Brady, putting Gabbert. Dude, if that happens today, I don't even know. Like, this is, yeah, okay, see, like, that's what I'm saying. This is a really strange game. Look, I don't really care for Tom Brady. Okay, there's a hold on the receiving team. All right, so they're going to push him back, I think, 10 yards. So it's going to be in the 21, 23. Like, you know, I don't like Brady, and I'm very open about that, but this game is freaking weird. I mean, it's 6-0, and, you know, with one of the more high-scoring offenses in the Tampa Bay, and, you know, a New Orleans team who's been scoring a lot of points lately also. So, yeah, this is strange, and, like, nobody's really had, like these commentators and everything, no one's had any words for, like, what's going on. They're just kinda like, "Okay, this is weird. Let's just keep playing, I guess." And so I guess that's kind of where I'm at too. Imagine Brady getting benched. Like, dude, okay, Saints need to score. You're right, though. And knowing Bruce Arians, Brady might get benched. I want to see Kyle Trask. I know you want to see Gabbert, but I want to see Trask. Chiefs got Brady benched in 2014. That did happen. I think Drew knew. Maybe. What the shit? Talk about a tense game. Yeah, Rob, dude, this has been a weird freaking game, and it's getting real chippy. These guys, I could see a fight coming, honest. Loved every minute, for sure. Yeah, this is a weird game. Saints are about to come back with the football after the punt and the backing up of the 10 yards after the flag, but this is a weird environment. Like, I feel like we're all getting the lingering effect of, like, the awkward weirdness it is there for all of them. I don't want to see no Kyle Trask, dude. Why? Why not? He's like a young, like, he's almost like Josh Allen. Like, he's got a cannon. He's just got, like, no accuracy. I mean, Allen obviously got better. I'm talking about, like, early, like, young in the league, Josh Allen. He does throw a little weird, but, I mean, it's fun to watch the deep balls. They got Scotty Miller. Put him in. Throw the deep balls to Miller. He's fast enough. I think Bucks fans might lose their top if they saw Blaine Gabbert come in here. Another Bucks injury situation to monitor. Leonard Fournette just went into the locker room. Someone replied to the Field Yates tweet and said, I've been hearing Brady is the GOAT. He should be fine, right? People are so petty on the internet. It makes me laugh. Great Bengals game, too. The refs did the Bengals no favors and stripped them of their only 2 big plays. Still stuck to the game script and didn't give the Broncos any turnover opportunities. Yeah, I was really impressed with the Bengals defense today. You know, like you said, with the big plays and stuff. But the offense, you know, there wasn't a whole lot there. The Broncos do have a solid defense. Drew Lock, you know, brought some life to their offense in the second half, and the Bengals defense did tall, so I was happy about that. So Taysom Hill on 2nd and 10. I missed 1st and 10 for some reason. It just throws it away, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. After losing to the Chiefs in 2014 is when Bill said on to Cincinnati. Cincinnati could give them a game this year. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like you never know what to expect with Cincinnati, especially this year. Brady having a worse game than wins for fantasy. Brady needs to get over his case of check down-itis. Taysom Hill on 3rd and 10. He's rolling left. Chased by Jason Pierre-Paul, and I don't think he makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's 4th down. There's 8.5 minutes left of the 3rd quarter. I feel like this game's gone by fast, but oddly, so slow. Yeah, Carson Wentz only completed 5 passes in that game. All right, so now Leonard Fournette just got ruled out due to hamstring injury. So I feel like that's why we started seeing Ronald Jones a little bit more. So he bounced and caught the punt at the 30, brings it up to about the 40. 8:05 left in the 3rd. This game is boring. This game is weird. Is this great defense by both teams or just bad offense? Look, I think it's bad offense right now with the Saints, and I think it's good defense with the Saints. And I feel like their imbalance is really making the other team, the Bucs, have an imbalance. Because the Saints defense is doing a number on Brady right now. Brady done. Time to retire after the game. Brady fakes the handoff to Jones, throws up, hits Cameron Brate in the middle of the field for a 1st down. And they are in Saints territory at the 46-yard line. Okay, it looks like the Bucs are going to score here. I mean, it's possible. Brady currently at 5.24, wins finished with 5.98. Brady threw to the middle, looking for O.J. Howard, incomplete, 2nd and 10. I want to see a flea flicker. I do enjoy flea flicker plays. They said Cam Jordan called Brady a 6'4" gunslinger and the check down king. All right, from the 45, 2nd and 10, Jones in the backfield. He hands it off to Jones, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards where he's brought down. It's crazy to me that Leonard Fournette has more receptions than Mike Evans. We've been making the jokes about the whole check down thing, but that just shows right there. All right, 3rd and 7 for the Bucs now. 6:56 left in the 3rd quarter. Still 6-0. They've got Gronk in motion. Jones in the backfield. Brady steps up, hits Tyler Johnson for a couple. So it's going to be 4th and 2. And it looks like they're staying on. He said he feels like they have to go for it on 4th down here, but there's an entire 4th quarter and they're only down 1 score. So it's only going to be 4th and 1 here. Turf, please. Yeah, there's not going to be a QB sneak here. It's a long one. Brady's dropping back. He lobs it up for Gronk. And he overthrows it and no flag. So that's a turnover on downs. Got a bad feeling about this play. I thought there was going to be a PI call right there. So turnover on downs. Malcolm Jenkins. Well, yeah, they definitely could have called PI on that. They're even in Tampa, man. No call. turnover on downs. Saints, if they want to win this game, I think have to put points up right now to make this at least a 2-score game because eventually he's gonna cut loose. I think Brady was trying to draw the PI. Yeah, he kind of lobbed it up. I feel like that wasn't a good play design. I know the one-on-one with Gronk is usually a good matchup, but on the sideline that far, back to bed. Just run the ball. Yeah, I mean, Ronald Jones is still a good back, and it was 4th and 1. I mean, it was a long one, but he's capable. You got a good tight end that can block right there. Like with Brady or Howard, honestly, could probably block in that situation. They should have ran the ball up the middle. That was a deep pass for 4th and 1. I know they like to be aggressive on things like that, but you're down. You've been shut out the whole game. You need points. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was a risky call anyway. All right. Will the Saints score points on this drive? I do love how the NFL say they're all about player safety, but kickoffs are still a thing, and they added a game and a playoff game. They don't really care about player safety, just money. I mean, that's all it is. It's all about money. It's always going to be about money. Brady's really going to be mad after that no call. That's what I'm saying. The Saints probably need to put up points on here and make it at least a 9-point game instead of a 6-point game. They're not safe with 6 points because a touchdown and a field goal point after will take that away from you. So you need at least a minimum of 3 points on this drive because, eventually he's going to get mad. And unless they continue to shut him down this whole game, which I'll actually be blown away by, they're going to need to put points up. All right, 1st and 10. Saints run the ball with Kamara. No, that's Ingram. And he's fighting for a couple yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Okay, so that wasn't PI. They both were touching, but neither of them grabbed each other. Fournette out is going to impact this game now. Yeah, 100%. He was been most of their offense. Taysom Hill was under pressure. He throws it. He hits Ingram. It's going to be 3rd down. So, yeah, they showed that, and then they broke down the play, and it was all touching, but there was no grabbing from either of them. Yeah, see, that's clean. It looked in live time with the first original seeing it, it looked like it definitely should have been, on the edge, debatable at least. But after they slowed it down and like that, there was no grabbing. 3rd and 4, Taysom Hill loads up deep, hits Troutman, but it's incomplete, busted up by, I do not know who that is. So it's going to be 4th down. This might be trouble time for the Saints. Desir breaks that play up. Oh, it was a great play. He waited until the ball hit him. He just hit his arms inward, and it pushed the ball out. Can't be mad about a clean play like that. This is the 12th punt of the game. Gronk was the one trying to push Jenkins away. Yeah, see, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think it was a good no call. Jalen Darden brings it up to the kick up to the 18-yard line. I don't know why he was so fired up about that, but he was very excited. I don't know, maybe it could have been a mad, frustration he didn't get further, but I don't know. It looked like he was happy he made it to the 18-yard line. This is a weird game. A weird mood, weird tone. It's like a bad taste in your mouth. Remember last year, the Saints were shutting out Tampa, then Tampa kicked a field goal to avoid the shutout for Brady. Could see a repeat today. Yeah, depending on, if they can get anything. Oh, Ronald Jones breaks out, gets about 11 yards on that, down to the 30-yard line. I do remember that, just so he didn't get a complete shutout. There's 4 minutes left of the third, so we're getting close to this game being on the final leg. Still a lot of football left, but it's getting closer, especially if a stop here from the Saints. First and 10, they hand it off to Jones again. He's got great blocking. He's got an edge all the way down to the Saints 30. All right, so they're probably going to put points up on here. This is where I said I think the Saints have to put points up on this drive. Game is going slow. I think it's about to go a lot quicker right here. Yeah, really great blocking on that run. Yeah, this game was going pretty slow at first, but oh, they didn't make it quite to the 30. It's at the 40. So they put Keyshawn Vaughn in with Leonard Fournette being out. Saints offense is going to have to find something soon. Yeah, anything. Be a mess if Saints get a turnover. Oh, yeah. Second and 8 here. The clock's running. Under 2:45 left in the third. And he tries to throw a short pass to Keyshawn Vaughn, and it's dropped. So 3rd and 8 now. I feel it coming. Brady will panic. I mean, his checkdowns aren't catching anything, so Brady does not like that miscatch. Yeah, he's not happy about that catch. I mean, that's, not usually in his starting rotation with Bernard, Fournette, and Jones. But Jones has to be, he's on the sidelines. He's got to catch his breath after that run. All right, Keyshawn Vaughn went out wide. Throws it to Gronk and gets the first down here. They're down to the 27-yard line. All right, from the 27, Brady throws it up high to Gronk, and he just doesn't put his hands out. He almost had no choice but to catch it. It literally, he didn't even put his hands up, but it hit him in his hand still. He just didn't catch it. I don't know if he didn't expect the ball not to come to him. I don't know. He just didn't catch it. Something's not right with Gronk today either. All right, 2nd and 10 from the 27. They hand it off to Jones. Down to the 25. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. They'll at least get to put up 3. The Bucs cursed. I still remember the dirty hit by Gronk on Trey Wyatt after Trey picked Brady a couple years ago. I feel like I remember that too. All right, 3rd and 7 here. We're running down to the last minute of the third quarter. Oh, they got their hands on Brady, and then he runs, and he fumbles. That's a Saints recovery by Marshawn Lattimore. Saints D is Brady's kryptonite. Yeah. There's the turnover you were looking for, Tim. Gronk don't like getting played the way he plays. Yeah, I could see that. Gronk said he really like he likes catching touchdowns and stuff, but he just really enjoys blocking too, like, which is weird, but he enjoys it. Brady running and didn't slide. He looks so awkward. Yeah, Brady, anytime he starts running, makes me uncomfortable. But yeah, that was just a weird sequence from him. Is this a spark? So yeah, here's the fake handoff for Hill, and he keeps it and gets about 9 yards. So it's gonna be 2nd and 1 here. I knew it was coming. You did. You've been saying it for a while. This is such a strange game, man. Cam Jordan's fired up right now. So 2nd and 2. I thought he got a little bit more than that, but it's going to be 2 yards short. They toss it to Kamara. He's looking for the edge and does not get it. Hill hasn't ran much at all. That's not a bad thing necessarily, though. I mean, you don't want your quarterback getting his ankles wrapped up if he doesn't have to. So, like, limiting the run plays is okay. So this is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. We finally made it to the final stretch. So all of you guys still in here, we made it. This has been a weird game, but I'm glad you guys have stuck through it with me. Amazing how Brady avoids injuries well into his 40s. Yeah, he doesn't even eat McDonald's. Ocho says that he never got hurt in 12 seasons because he always ate McDonald's. He just awkwardly falls forward. 70 yards last game, so I thought maybe he would run for half that. That's true, but I expected a little bit more. But, like, the fact that they're hanging in there with the Bucs and have only scored 6 points, I'm glad they're not, like, pushing that matter too much, opening the room for injuries. Yeah, I think they need to at least, I said this the last drive and that was important. And if this had not been a fumble, it would have still made it to 4th down, but, like, they would have put points on the board at that point with a field goal. But these drives, the Saints aren't going to get very many more drives. They need to capitalize. They got a turnover. They need to use that momentum to score, or this is going to get, Brady's getting mad and some dumb stuff's going to happen. You need to secure at least a 2-score lead. This is 6-0. Dude, who would have thought the score would look like this going into the 4th quarter, honestly? Yeah, 3 points at a bare minimum on this drive. Like, I feel like unless they take off like over half of the quarter and don't score, maybe. But, like, I still think even if you want to run that much clock, which is probably a good idea, you need to still come away with points. They need a tutty. I'm only a matter of time before the refs get Brady on a side. Absolutely. Okay, so I missed a couple plays because I had to switch to a different version of this game. So it's 3rd and 2. Taysom Hill is running, and he falls short of the first down, and it's 4th down. So, yeah, I don't know what happened, but when I was watching the game, I just went black. All I could do was hear it. Tampa loses this one. They pretty much lose hope at the 1 seed. Yeah, definitely. A TD and a field goal. Yeah, 7 points. They need 7. So for the 2, they took no time off the clock, and they're punting. This could be the where it gets bad. So Jalen Jordan gets hit immediately after catching the ball. Bucks are giving the game, and Saints are taking advantage. That's exactly how I feel right now. Pick 6 time. I mean, he's fumbled. He's been sacked 3 times. We haven't seen an interception. I would have been much happier if that first play of the game, the first pass he threw was an interception, because it would be fun. So a toss to Ronald Jones to start the drive. He gets about 7. Oh, an interception is still coming. Tim's trying to preach this into existence, so I believe him. I believe the man. 2nd and 4 here. Thirteen and a half minutes left in the game. Brady drops back, quick toss to Ronald Jones, missed tackle, and he falls short of the first down. So it's going to be about 3rd and 1. The Bucks have had double time of the possession this half, and New Orleans have only had 14 yards in this half, and they still managed to hold the Buccaneers to 0 points. That's insane. So 3rd and 1, they run it with Jones, and he gets stuffed. So it's going to be 4th down. So the chances of a pick are there. That is true. That's still true. And the Bucks are going to punt. I'm getting a little mad at this point. That was a nice stop. The fans are getting restless because you could feel like how loud it was in that stadium the first half, and like all you hear is like chatter. Maybe a fake punt here. Oh, there's a flag on the field. It got whistled dead. So it's gonna be 4th and 6 now after a false start. I still think there could be a possibility of a fake, but not this time with the 5 yards. 4th and 6, he kind of shanked it. It's gonna be marked at the 35, 36 yard line. This game is like honestly blowing my mind a little bit. I haven't seen my dad. His streams pulled up down below, so I could like pop him in here at any point. Oh, I heard him snoring. He's sleeping. I was about to say I think he's sleeping. He passed out. This game lulled him to sleep. I'm just like waiting for this game, like something to happen to blow up, and it's gonna get like real interesting real fast, but like not much is happening. I mean, that was a big stop on the third down, but this is like been a defensive battle. I'm pretty sure I'll pull. I don't want to pull him up if he is snoring because I don't want to embarrass him. But he's probably snoring. He seemed real tired last night when we got off of the stream. We recorded that video and he was whipped. Wonder if Brady's ever been swept by the same team in back-to-back regular seasons. I don't think so, because like I feel like he pretty much owned the AFC East when he was there. I mean, he did lose a couple games, but I feel like he pretty much, for the most part, owned them. I don't think he got swept very often. I'm very surprised. Oh, Kamara's not doing much at all. I'm very surprised. Yeah, I mean, it is hard to run the ball against the Bucs. Like, I'll give them that. Like, their run defense is still elite. It's the secondary that's been, like, hurting. But I feel like since, like, they're not so as successful as they'd like to be running the ball, lost my train of thought for a second. Since they're not as successful as they like to be running the ball, maybe they're like not pressing the matter because Kamara is just finally getting healthy again. And if they're able to do anything without it or deal, the defense is holding strong, they're not gonna like risk him getting hurt. Sleepy. Me too, Luke. Snoozy. All right, Burlington from the 34. Fake the toss to Kamara. Quick pass to, looks like Callaway. He gets 10, 15 yards and out of bounds. This is the first down the Saints have had in the entire second half. Like the stats and like just knowing things like that, they've gotten 20 yards this half compared to like almost 200 by the Bucs. Like is incredible that the score has not changed at all. Field goal would be huge here. Yeah, I agree. 3 points, making a 2-point game would make a huge difference. All right, Taysom Hill run. He gets about 5 or 6 there. They're in Tampa territory now. About time. Yeah, absolutely. Do you commentate other sports too? So I don't know if you're into like college basketball at all. My dad, because we run this channel together, he does college basketball. He does mostly IU. I know that my dad is commentating the UC Alabama game. Deep ball to Nick Van Epp, but they don't connect, so it's gonna be 3rd and 3. Yeah, he's gonna do that one on New Year's Eve. We didn't do much commentating until here recently, so this is like a new addition to the channel. I think we might get into I'm losing the words that I want to say, but we might dabble into other genres of play calling and stuff, or play-by-play stuff like that in the future. Right now it's just football because that's our main focus at the moment, and college basketball is his thing. Yeah, I definitely agree. A field goal could be game over, but a field goal after controlling the clock a little bit could definitely be huge. They got the first down. I did not see who caught the ball. Looked like it might have been Ingram. Yeah, it was a check down to Ingram who gets the first down. All right, so Taysom Hill, quick throw to Callaway, and he gets 7 yards on first down. Just don't turn it off. Yeah, use the clock. I mean, like if you make this, a 9-point game and you use a bunch of the clock, don't turn it over. You're taking time away that he could, use to multiple drives because he'll need more than one drive to win. 2nd and 3 here. From the 30-yard line, they hand it off to Kamara, and it looks like he got the first down. If not, he was very close. Got to do hockey or soccer sometime. I think I'm going to I probably won't do hockey right away or soccer. But I feel like I'm going to spend some time when football is over, studying some other sports a little bit better. And so I can really get into it because I do enjoy watching soccer. I watch mostly Lou City. That's not something you see on TV. 1st and 10, they hand it off to Kamara, and he's going to lose about 2 yards on that. They're in field goal range. Hope the Saints have a good kicker. He is a new kicker. He is young, but he's done fairly well for them. His first game was Saints versus Seahawks or something on Monday Night Football, not too long, earlier in the season. So he's had plenty of reps this year, but this is still his first year kicking. He's okay, but not great. Yeah, see, he's just inexperienced. They're on the 30-yard line, so it'll be a little bit of a long field goal from here. It's 2nd and 11. Taysom drops back, loads up in the middle of the field, and nearly picked off. So it's going to be 3rd and 11. They stop the clock with 8:14 left. Will Lutz, yeah, he had back surgery or something, didn't he? Boxing and UFC are really popular right now. I know I work at the casino, and I know that I'm just meeting you, so I feel like I've told everybody, but I haven't told you. And so we have a sports book as well, and here recently, that's what the big talks have been about, other than football and the NBA and some college basketball, which is earlier in the day for the most part. But combat UFC fighting stuff has been huge. Taysom Hill takes off running to get a gain of a little bit, gives a little bit help out to the kicker. It's going to be a 4th down, and it's going to be taking it under 8 minutes. Here comes a field goal. This is huge. This could be the game-winning field goal. Will Lutz is great. I feel like you'd enjoy hockey. It's fast, but a lot of fun to call or just watch. Yes, yeah, I've been to hockey games in Cincinnati. We have a non-major league team that I've went to a couple games, and it's fun. I just had never gotten into it. Kick is up, and it is good. So it's officially a 2-score game. Weirdest score ever in a 4th quarter of two teams like this. 9-0. Commercial break. We come back for kickoff. Good job, kicker. Pressure on now. Yeah, this is where we might see that, maybe that pick 6/interception from Brady out of frustration because, he does not have his weapons. And a lot of people are going to be yeah, he doesn't have his weapons. But Brady's a GOAT. He's able to win this game still. So I know it hurts not having your pieces, but you're still able to win this game. And I feel like this is one of those things. He's got to use his veteran experience to know he's got to be locked in, not make mistakes, calm, collective, take what the defense gives you and move forward. But we'll see how he responds because of how frustrated he's been this entire game so far. So I don't know which way this is going to go. This could go disastrous for them or really well for him. The fights are the only things I really remember. Yeah, that's why I used to go to the Cincinnati games because they're not NHL, Major League or whatever. So they don't really matter. I don't know what the minor leagues are like in hockey. And so we just went we got free tickets. They took us in school and they've got free tickets from work and things like that. And so just hang out, watch them. And I just remember enjoying it because the high energy of the stadium and then the fights, of course. But I did a girl that I worked with who was like one of my managers was a huge St. Louis Blues fan. She actually moved back to St. Louis because that's where she's from. But like when they won that championship, I went up to like B-Dubs and like watched one of those games with her, the playoff, or it might have been the championship games. I don't even remember. It's been a little while. But hockey's fun. I just like never given it the time, I guess. But being at the casino, I'm surrounded by all sports all the time. I watch like women's like college basketball, like I watch like just the most random stuff. Like one time out at the sports book, and I don't know what time of year it was, but like they were literally showing like, so they've got like 12 TVs of all different games and whatever going on, matches. And on like one of the smaller ones, it was like remote control paper boats, and it was like a competitive sport. And I was like, man, things get real weird when nothing's on, but I enjoyed watching it. If people really say the reason why the Bucks lose is because Brady didn't have his weapons, he really shouldn't be called the GOAT. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm right there. I hear you loud and clear. I want to shout that to the world. I feel like I'm going to take a picture of your message. Just so if someone says that to me, I'll be like, look, it's not just me being a Brady hater. Like, people feel the same way. Like, I agree with you 100%. Let's go Blues. Yeah, she was a diehard, man. Like, she was, like, yelling and stuff. Brady throws on first down, hits Gronk in the hands, and either drops it or it's broken up by Lattimore. His back was turned. He does look very frustrated. Go KU. Let me see. So Gronk turns, gets his hand on it, and it's just good coverage by Lattimore. I just feel like Brady looks frustrated, but Gronk is playing like he's not in this game. So 2nd and 10, Brady drops back, pass gets deflected, so it's going to be 3rd and 10. But, like, it just looks like I'm not going to say that Gronk's not trying. Like, I feel like he is, but it's like his head's not in with him, He's just, like, kind of there. I'll stand on that hill with you. I appreciate that, man. I literally get in so many arguments, and I feel like it's like an everyday thing about Brady. And it's like, I will respect his team accomplishments and the teams he was on, but like, I don't want to sit and fight about this every day, but I feel like it always comes up, but I'm right there with you. All right, Brady gets sacked deep in their own territory, so it's going to be 4th and a mile. Saints D is getting it done. You're right, Tim. Sacked. This game is over unless the Saints mess it up. Yeah. Okay. Taysom Hill. I hope you watched the game last night. Don't beat Carson Wentz. All you've got to do is run the ball, and this game's almost over. If it doesn't work, I don't know. I saw Tuttle running off the field, but I'm not sure who got credited for that sack. Calls for a fair catch at their own 46-yard line. They're already in good field position. They need like 2 or 3 first downs at most, like 20, 30 yards, and they're in field goal range. Okay, so I know Cam Jordan got 2 of them. Davenport got 1 of them. Yeah, it didn't show the replay on that sack, so I don't know who got him. Burn more clock. Yeah, just run the ball. That's all you have to do. Like, hand it off or keep it and run. And if you want to throw it and you've got nothing, honestly, just take the sack. Like, that's a smart sack at this point in the game. Just keep the clock rolling. Hand off to, looks like Ingram. And you got maybe 2 yards. Punt with less than 340 and you're good. That's not enough time for the way this Bucs offense has been playing to get 2 possessions worth of scoring. I mean, crazier things have happened. Of course, we've seen it. But, like, the way that this team's going today, that's all you need. We're at 6 minutes right now. It's 2nd and 9. I think 1-2 first downs, maybe. Worst Bucks performance this year. I agree. Like as a whole, they played better the first Saints game, and that was in New Orleans. All right, Taysom Hill keeps, and he just runs it up and only gets a yard or two. How do you score 0 points in a game? Didn't that happen to the Dolphins this year, man? Against Buffalo. I think there was in like 2 teams other than, and I'm with there though. I'm with you. How do you score 0 points? And it's just crazy to me, like. But I'm not like mad at Miami for that, because like that was back when the beginning when they were figuring shit out. This is like a 10-win team. Like the Bucks are just shutting down. So they decided to throw it on 3rd and 8, and he throws it into the ground. I told you, this is a time to take that sack. So there's 5 minutes and 7 seconds left. Imagine them in the NFC West. That would be a nightmare. Like, yeah, or even just pairing up in the North, with like Green Bay and like Minnesota. Like if Minnesota played as consistent as they should win a lot more games than they have. I don't know why. These divisions could be a lot more interesting if they were rearranged a little bit. 4th and 8, and they punt. And this punt will take us under 5 minutes. And it bounces, and they're going to be on the 3-yard line. That was a great special teams play. 4:59 to go. They got 97 yards to the end zone. We're on commercial break. I feel like this late in the game, why are we going to commercial break? But that's just a personal opinion. I'm going to start a petition to no commercial breaks in the fourth quarter other than a 2-minute warning. Saints would get bodied if they were in the West. A lot of teams would probably get bodied if they were in the West. That is like the most brutal division. Even like if one of the teams are like 3-11 or something stupid, like it's still aggressive playing against them like within the division. Yeah, I don't know. Sack for 2 points. It's possible, Tim. It is possible. They've gotten 4 sacks and 1 strip sack. Part of me have always been curious if they would ever consider rearranging the division so that made a little more sense geographically. Like, why are the Indianapolis Colts in the South? And like, why are the Dallas Cowboys in the East? I don't understand. Like, the only division that like makes sense is both the NFC and AFC West. Like, I feel like all of those make sense. Why wouldn't the Saints just run? That's what I'm saying. If you feel like you got pass, if it's not a wide open look, take a sack and let the clock run. I just feel like a lot of people have like poor clock management in the fourth quarter, which is why the Colts almost lost yesterday. Chiefs should be number 2 in a lot of top 10 weeks this week. Green Bay number 1. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll be fortunate for them to give the Chiefs credit for number 2, because like they probably should have lost against the Chargers, but with a young head coach and the aggressive 4th down play calling, I'm ecstatic our defense stood tall for that. But like, I'll be happy if they're put at number 2. Used to be San Francisco, LA, Atlanta, and New Orleans. See, even that one doesn't really make sense either. All right, first pass for Brady, incomplete. It's going to be second and 10. He was targeting Tyler Johnson. Dallas requested to be in the East for the New York coverage with the Giants. See, okay, that makes sense. I can't believe I made popcorn for this game. Should have saved it for tomorrow. Yeah. You see brilliant coaching, then awful coaching calls at the end of games. So see, that's what I don't understand. All right, Brady throws, and it's in the ground, targeting towards Gronk. That's 3rd and 10. Brady is really frustrated because Jerry can't have his precious cowgirls exposed. Could you imagine the Cowboys in the NFC West? You think the Saints would get bodied? All right, 3rd and 10 from the 3-yard line. Pressure coming. He connects with Tyler Johnson, brought down before the 10-yard line. It's going to be 4th and probably about 4. And they're going to go for it on 4th down within their own 10-yard line. I mean, they got to if they want a chance to win. Brady finding it hard without his all-star team. That's what I'm saying. I'm right there with you, Wink. All right, 4th and 4 on the 9-yard line. Targeting towards Gronk, but there's a flag. And Brady screaming at the refs. So they got the PI call. So they're going to move up to, let me see. Yeah, he pulled his pants down, man. That's a good call. Crybaby Brady come out tonight. It always makes me laugh when he screams at the refs. All right, 4 minutes left. Brady drops back. He loads up way deep. Nearly intercepted. Just a little short. Targeting Jalen Darden. He knew. He knew. He almost got that ball swiped out of his hand when he took that deep ball shot. 2nd and 10. Brady fakes a pass, pulls it back, throws it. Catch is complete by Tyler Johnson. Then there's a flag. Another PI call. They declined it because he caught the ball, but let me see. All right, Brady drops back, throws in the middle to Keyshawn Vaughn, but he slips. So it's going to be 2nd and 10, 3:52 left. Are you for real now? Yeah. All right. So they're on the 33. If the ball is caught, how can it be a pass interference? It's just a good catch, I guess. A kind of deep ball thrown away, I guess. That was the weirdest. He just spun in a circle and then just launched it. I don't know how that's oh, it was a low snap. That's why it ended the way it did. But that was just not a good throw, I think. I don't know. My stream sucked, but the Bulls won. Hey, King Pookie, I'm glad to see that your Bulls won. Tampa just hopes to avoid a shutout at this point. To be fair, Brady's O-line has played bad. This isn't entirely on him, but he hasn't helped. That's true. Brady's rolling right under pressure, And he's picked off by Gardner Johnson. Just run the clock out, boys. Run the clock out. I hope none of you guys started Brady in fantasy today, because this is ugly. There you go, Tim. Go, KU. There's the pick. That was just a good play on the ball. Brady went over to the Saints bench and started yelling at him, but they're going to get ticky-tacky with everything else in the taunting. All right, Tampa takes their first timeout. Taysom Hill just runs with the first one. This loss may cost them any chance to catch Green Bay. Yeah, I saw that. They're yelling at the Saints coach. Is Brady crying? What's up, Mary Beth? I don't know what's going on. I just thought that was funny. Brady in the terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I mean, it's just a bad day. Like, I don't want to hear anything because everyone, like, gave me so much crap about the Super Bowl, and I wasn't even that upset about it. But, dude, how dare you pick me up? Like, oh my God. Hi, Shelby's mom. What's up, Mary Beth? I'm scared for the Panthers next week. Brady's going to throw 5 TDs on these poor dudes. That's what I'm saying. I feel bad for him already. Maybe Cam will just, like, pull a hair out of his butt and, like, for some reason just do this. Like, this is just enough. Because the Panthers' defense isn't entirely horrible if the offense can do anything. So, like, maybe this will be the first loss for the Buccaneers at home if they do lose. And Green Bay will be the only team that has not lost a game at home. So, I don't see very many shutouts, especially at home. This is crazy. 3rd and 8. See if they can convert this. Goff was the best QB today. Brady was the worst. How can that statement ever make sense? All right, so they are going to have to punt here, but they burned all of Tampa Bay's timeouts. Brady threw the tablet, putting Gabbert. Really, Jerry? Why do we have the Cowboys and Washington next week? Yeah. Cam yet to lose when facing Brady. That's what I'm saying. There's still a chance. It's a divisional game. Like, look at this. 9-0 in the 4th quarter. Like, divisional games are weird. I could see it. 3:24 left before the punt. Tim. Penalty to extended drive. Oh. They did hit the kicker. They got roughing the kicker. What is this game? So Saints offense stays on the field. A Buck got injured trying to injure. How come you're going for the Saints just because it's Brady? You should have seen me in preseason. I was high on the Saints this year, and so I have been all season. Plus, I usually, if somebody's in here is like a fan of like a team, like my friend Tim in here, I usually go with them and follow them. But also, yes, because it's Brady. But I have covered a lot of Saints games this year on the primetime, and you know, I've sat through some pretty bad. So I've been rooting for the Saints this season. Might not seem like it, but I was rooting for the Bucks in this game. It did not seem like it, Luke, but I 100% agree, Crafty. Yeah, I think that's reason enough. I've spent a long portion of my life expressing my dislike towards Brady, and it's not even the Bucks. I don't hate the Bucks. I like that team. I liked them. With Winston, I wish they had a better quarterback situation then, because they were a super team then. I mean, no one likes Brady besides Bucks and Pats fans. Gronk looked like he was stoned all day. That's what I'm saying. I feel like he literally is just not there. Like, his body is there, but his brain is not there this whole game. And I like Gronk. I think, I'm a tight end fan, so I do like Gronk. Saints aren't out of the playoffs yet. Yeah, this actually, I think, puts them in. It will be hell to pay in the Tampa Bay locker room tonight. I don't know. Bruce Arians is probably the most verbally abusive person. He says every single thing on his mind, so I feel like it's not gonna go well in there. 1st and 10, Ingram runs it for about a yard or two. Brady has crazy eyes. He's lost it. Maybe he's playing concussed. See, I mean, that's definitely possible because, like, he does not look right. Like, every time they show him, whether he caught the ball or dropped the ball or whatever, like, his face is just, like, dead inside. Like, there's nothing there. This keeps AB from being cut. You're right. I thought he was getting – I still think that it's possible he gets cut. But, losing those guys, I think, saves, for at least the temporarily, because I don't know how severe any of those injuries are. This definitely saves his job for at least a little while longer, because he is on thin ice. Cowboys are fun to watch this year. I don't like the Cowboys, but they have been fun. I like Tony Pollard. Cut Brady, please. That's not gonna happen. That's like all the people that I saw the GoFundMe account to bench Patrick Mahomes in like the first couple weeks of the season. I was like, y'all crazy. All right, it's a 2-minute warning. 3rd and 9 here. First down pretty much ends the game. If not, I'm pretty sure they can kick a field goal and kick it away, I think. I don't like the Cowboys, but I do like watching Dak. I just wish he played for somewhere else. And I like Tony Pollard. I think Tony Pollard's a stud. Plus, their defense has been good this year. So, like, props to them for, like, going out and fixing part of their problem from last year. Count the points of this and the last 3 regular Saints-Bucks games. Like, add them all together. What up, what up? What's up, JXG? Hand off to Kamara. Get the clock rolling. No team leading the NFL in points have been shut out at home in December/January. Let's see. All right. So this one right now is currently 9-0. The last one was Saints 36, Tampa Bay 27. The last regular season game was Saints 38, Bucks 3. The one before that was Saints 34, Bucks 23. And then the one before that was Saints 34, Bucks 17. So this will be the 5th. 6th, 7th regular season meeting in a row they beat the Bucks. They did lose, obviously, in the playoffs, but regular season meeting. And I am frozen. I went to look up oh, here we go. Dak had a tough game today. Yeah, I watched bits and pieces of that game. That was a 1:00 game. But they did come away with the win. I think Brady's okay. He's just pissed because he got beat up tonight. That is a curse. At least we will have some last minute drama. Will Brady be shut out? Bucks are cursed. I'm just saying the Saints in the regular season versus Bucks is like lock tight the last 3 years. But Brady will be fine. They'll bounce back. I do feel bad for the Panthers next week, but any given Sunday, anybody can win any game. All right, Tyler Johnson runs out to the 20 for a first down. There's 57 seconds left in rolling, so there might be some points just for the pure fact. There might be a 70-yard bomb right now just for the fact of it to make this interesting. All right, Brady throws across the field into the middle to Scotty Miller, and the Saints defender holds him in bounds. This has been one of the weirdest games I've done on here. Passing complete, targeting Jalen Darden. There's 22 seconds left. Yeah, we've done a couple games in here, like a couple blowouts and a couple, strange games, but this is the weirdest one. It's a mess. Saints missing head coach Pete Bucks. Sean Payton's there. He probably drilled it all in all their brains that it was Bucks week before he got separated from them. All right, so they just keep it on the ground with Keyshawn Vaughn. He gets some space. He gets a first down. He's about at midfield. That is it. Final score, 9-0. The weirdest game we've had on It's in the Blood so far. Oh, man, what did I do? There we go. Final score, 9-0. I feel bad for the Panthers next week. The Dolphins and Saints. Shut out. Yeah, they didn't even try to set it to 0. This is crazy. I'm honestly a little shocked, I'm not going to lie, that they didn't put up a single point. They put up, like you said, go KO 3 points that last time. Has Brady ever been shut out before? I don't know. I'll Google that. Has Brady ever been shut out? Tom Brady's only been shut out through 3 quarters since 2006. Tom Brady's had 9 shutouts in his career. It says 9 times, but that seems like a lot. Yeah, I see. The one thing I keep seeing is 9. When did he start playing? Must have been in his first couple years. He probably shut out another team that many times. It said he got shut out by the Dolphins once, 21-0. Whoever just put money on the Bucs getting shut out won enough to retire. Thanks for the fun stream. See you again next time. Hopefully my Raiders take care of business against the Browns. Yeah, unfortunately I work until 7:30 tomorrow, so I will not be in here for that game. But I will probably be here for the game after. So if you want to stop in, we can talk about that game. I'm rooting for your Raiders tomorrow because the Browns are. I can't let the Browns win tomorrow. The Browns have to lose. So I'm rooting for the Raiders, as much as that doesn't feel good to say, like, as a Chiefs fan. But I'm rooting for them. Hopefully everything goes well tomorrow. But thanks for hanging out as long as you did, Nathan. Hopefully everything with your dogs go well. Must have been his first couple years. 2001. Yeah, I knew it was early. That was a big win for the Saints defense. Jonathan, no tie tonight. Great play calling. Drafted 2000, took over and started 2001. I had money on the Saints, but not much. First time he's been shut out at home. Well, yeah, see, I can't, like, I looked it up, and, like, I'm not getting very many. 9 times in 21 years isn't too bad. No, not at all. But I don't see a lot of shutouts very often. So for some reason, I feel like that feels like a lot of times to me. So I don't know. Like, I want to see, like, actual games. Yeah, 21-0 in Miami came on December 10th, 2006. Was the only game I can actually see other than this one. So I don't know. I answered my own question. 21 years. Right. Yeah. No, yeah. I can't find, like, the games or anything. I would have to look up, like, all of his career games to see that. But I'll look into it if I get, like, bored one day. Excellent results. Thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you, Tim. Brady shut out at home on primetime. You know who we don't see in here right now talking crap? Rob. I would love for him to come in here and just tell me that he didn't have any weapons. Like, I would love for him to come in here and yell at me right now. Great results for me, Kathy. Yeah, good team win, Tim. Have a nice night, Mary Beth. I will see you, I think, one day soon this week. For sure. I don't know what day it is. Yeah, this was the weirdest game. The Bills shut them out in 2003. Robert, I bet he's watching. I bet he's not, because I feel like he'd be getting mad for me talking about him, and he'd be like, pull me up, bring me up. Nah, we'll see him one day this week, and we can't forget to give him crap about it. A good day for football. I mean, it wasn't really that bad. The Bengals won in a weird game. Like, the Ravens lost, so which was a good game for you. The Packers won. The Bengals are number 1 in their division. The Chiefs are number 1 in the AFC. And so I'm having a good day today. Brady got shut out on primetime, something I never thought I would live to watch myself. I got to hang out with you guys for the last 3 hours. And the guys, all of you guys that stayed here as long as you did, thank you so much. I seriously appreciate you. This was a very long, drawn-out game, so I could understand anybody who would dip sooner. I almost didn't even come in here for this game, even though I had the stream set up, because I was not feeling very good. But I appreciate you guys all so much. It means so much to me, honestly. And I'll be back tomorrow night, hopefully, for the Minnesota Vikings Bears game, unless I am feeling worse. So I'm not going to post a stream early, just in the off chance that I'm feeling worse than I am today, because, like, I don't know if I can sit through that game and feeling bad. But great streams lately. Chiefs win, Pats lose, Brady loses. Have a great night. How about them Chiefs? Absolutely go KU. I absolutely love your energy. But I'm going to go ahead and close this down tonight so I can go lay down. I do have to work early in the morning again. Thanks, Rick Lee. I see you in here. Good stream. I appreciate you. Everybody, River Rat, I hope you all have a great night. Hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And if not, I will be here on Tuesday for sure. Have a nice night, Jonathan, Tim, Shelby. I know you've been working. That's okay. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Crafty. All of you guys have a really fantastic rest of your night. And let me pull this down real quick. I'll see you all on the next one.